everybody, and welcome to Trojan Talk on BCHS Live. I'm Jay Turner with Barren County Trojans head football coach Jackson Arnett. The Trojans traveled to far western Kentucky last Saturday to take on the Bombers of Ballard Memorial High School. Barren County came home victorious, winning by a score of 22-20 to get their second win of the season. Friday night, the Trojans go for win number 3 as they host the Cardinals of Taylor County. Coach, congratulations getting that second win.
Thank you.
You know, you had to battle a lot of elements in that game, 3.5-hour bus trip each way, lots of rain coming down and throughout the game and coming back. But when you get a win on the road, that means a whole lot to you.
Yeah, we fought through a lot of adversities. What I told the guys, I mean, 3.5-hour bus ride and a bunch of rain, you know, small locker room, you know, knowing that the whole Saturday is going to be spent playing football. And that's kind of what we talked to them about. I said we can look at it as negative, or we can look at it and say we get a whole day of football, and they embrace it. And I mean, it was a fun trip. I mean, we had a blast. We ate good on the way home, and had a good time. You know, it was a good trip. It would have been miserable if we would have lost, but you know, didn't feel like we played that great, honestly. But conditions hurt us a little bit, and we made some big plays when we had to, and got a good win.
Yeah. We'll break down the quarters. 6:51 left in the first quarter. Gavin Withrow, scored on a 16-yard run, and that gave us a 6-0 lead. Talk about what set up that touchdown.
Well, really, a good defensive stand set it up. You know, I believe we intercepted one right before we scored.
Was it Jackson Coots?
Yeah, we intercepted one and then got it. I mean, we had the ball inside their 30, and we just did what we had to and just – you know, we basically ran 4 plays all night long. We ran them just at different times and just kept running them and kept running them. And they, you know, we only used a couple formations, and we had to because of the rain. And, and they were having trouble with it, so we kept doing it. And, you know, Tyler ran hard, Gavin ran. Everybody played hard. Offensive line did a good job in the conditions. So it was a good opening. It wasn't our opening drive, but a good to score off turnovers. You know, that's huge when you can score off of a turnover.
Yeah, I think there were 7 turnovers in that game, and we had 3 and they had 4, I think it was. Unfortunately, we don't have any clips from the game. We weren't able to get the crew down there on Saturday because of the weather and the travel time. But 8 seconds in the second quarter, Tyler Bush ran it for 8 yards to score that second touchdown of the game, and also scored the 2-point conversion, put us up 14-0, and things were going pretty good at that point.
Yeah, we were having some success, you know, and we just kept kind of doing what we had done. We got out of our game plan a little bit. I had a call sheet and just left it in the locker room. Knew it wouldn't do any good, so you know, we just kind of hats off to the offensive line who we asked to run block all night long, and they did a good job with it.
And I know the weather had to cause you to have to make some adjustments in that game, going more to a running game than a passing game.
Yeah, we couldn't throw screens like we normally do, which is what we're best at, and they, you know, to our credit, did a good job with it, and you know, they didn't, you know, they just said, here we go, let's try to win up front, and we did, and hats off to the defense especially. That's a high-scoring team. They held them to 3 scores and held them out on a big 2-point conversion at the end. So, you know, like I said, a lot of sloppy things, a lot of bad mistakes, but, you know, at the end of the day, we got stops when we needed them. We made plays when we needed them.
Right, and, you know, we really did a good job defensively holding the Bombers for about 10 minutes of that second quarter. And then Eric Marinelli, their quarterback, fired that 33-yard pass to Drew Cox with 2:01 left in the half. And then the 2-point conversion failed. Then just before halftime, Marinelli again threw a 29-yard touchdown pass to Trenton Howard. Howard scored the 2-point conversion. Now we go into halftime with a 14-14 game. What'd you tell your team at halftime?
We weren't real happy at halftime because when we were up 14-0 and we didn't put our foot on our throat at all. We wanted to go ahead and start keeping going. We had a chance to score again, make it 21-0. We could, you know, and we let down defensively a little bit and missed tackles, and penalties hurt us too. You know, a lot of, you know, bad calls, I thought, but you know, that's part of it when you go out west and play 3 hours from home, you know. And like I said, we overcame a lot of it and did a good job of bouncing back after halftime.
And in the second half, 6:28 to go in the third quarter is when Barren County quarterback Zach Johnson scored in a 10-yard run. And a great conversion play set up for Landon Key to score, and we go back up 22-14.
Yeah, we'd never even practiced that play, to be honest. We ran it in practice the very beginning of the year maybe, and we messed it up. And I knew we had it. We had been running toss. We went back and forth with toss, and they were just flying to the ball. And so when I called it, Landon Key, he was actually the one who messed it up in practice. And when he come off the field, he said, "I knew what to do because we messed it up." I said, "I thought you would." And we executed it to perfection. I thought we would. I thought that the defense helped us out a little bit by just flying to the ball, but we got good blocking on the edge and, man, made a really good fake. I mean, you had to think, we'd give it to Gavin a ton already, so you had to think, but they, to their credit, we called the play and, executed it to perfection. But we hadn't practiced it any even. I thought it would work, and the kids did a great job of making it work.
They did. Then both teams kind of had a hard time scoring until about 5:48 left in the game, and that's when Marinelli again hooked up with Donlow, and that pulled them to within 22-20. However, the two-point conversion failed, and we hung on to win. Some big defensive stops by the Trojans. Jackson Coots, we mentioned a little bit ago. Tyler Bush came up with interceptions. Easton Frazier making double-digit tackles in that game.
Yeah, we played, we flew around a little bit defensively. They ran the ball more than than they had all year, I think, because of the rain. But they were having some success with it, but we adjusted. They hurt us with some, misdirection stuff in the first half, and we adjusted to it and did a good job of making tackles for losses and minimal gains.
Some stats for the game. Again, we don't have the graphics up where you could see them, but I'll mention them anyway. Barren County had 155 total yards. 142 were on the ground off 42 carries. This is according to our stats. 13 passing yards. Gavin Withrow, 24 carries for 93 yards and a touchdown. Tyler Bush, 8 carries for 54 yards and a touchdown. And Zach Johnson scored in a 10-yard run. Defensively, though, and this is our count, Easton Frazier, 15 tackles. We had 4 turnovers in the game. I thought we had 3, but we had 4, according to the stats. And then we were penalized 9 times for 100 yards, and there were 7 officials in that game. Got a little flag happy.
Yeah, I mean, there was a targeting call that I've never seen in a high school game. I didn't, I knew it was, I've just never seen it called. They flagged us for being, having our toes on the line of the field. I don't know. It was different out there, but we adjusted to it, and the different parts of the state emphasize different things, and one of their emphasis, I guess, was keeping coaches off the field. So we had to stand behind the white line with the players, which is something we're not used to either. So we had to change a little bit how we signal in calls and things like that, just so we could be seen by the players. So,
Yeah. Well, Ballard Memorial had 236 total yards, 110 on the ground off 32 carries, and Marinelli, according to our stats, 16 of 35 and passing 126 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. But he hadn't been throwing a lot, 40 to 50 passes a game, something like that.
Yeah, he's a good player. I mean, he was throwing it around pretty easily in the rain. He had a couple drops, but he's a good player.
They had 3 turnovers, penalized 7 times for 70 yards. Of course, with the weather, kind of surprising there weren't more than 7 turnovers playing on a very wet, slippery field.
Yeah, I was upset with our fumbles and stuff. We've got to do a better job of hanging on the football. One of our fumbles, I don't think we were touched. Should have been a touchdown, but defense bailed us out.
Yeah. Well, Coach, we're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we're going to talk with Trojan football player Easton Frazier when Trojan Talk continues after this on BCHS Live.
From athletics to special events and opportunities to ceremonies and celebrations, the BCHS Live program is here to show everyone in our community what BCHS is all about, and with 3 major online outputs of our broadcasts, we truly live up to our motto, Everything BCHS, anywhere you want it.
The Burgundy Media Network, or BMN for short, is a network of Barren County High School's three major media outlets: 88.7 FM, Trojan Radio, BCHS Live, and the Trojan Times school newspaper. As a whole, we are determined to provide you with BCHS news, sports, and interest like never before. Check out our weekly newscast broadcasted every Friday from within Barren County High School, or check out our website at barrenschools.com/BMN. From all of us to you, we thank you for your support of all things BCHS. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store is the #1 place to find any and all things BCHS, with a wide selection of clothes including hoodies, t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, and polos, to everyday items including pens, pencils, notebooks, and stickers, to jewelry including earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and wristbands. So stop by the Trojan Thread Store any weekday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. or during any home varsity basketball game. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store, keeping Barren County in style.
Heading into the second year from an approximate 12-year hiatus, the Trojan Times has an all-new look and an all-new approach to bringing you BCHS happenings. We are an entirely student-based publication working more than ever this year to inform you with BCHS happenings. I'm Brennan Crane, Editor-in-Chief, and I can say that we are thrilled to showcase BCHS in a whole new way. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at BC Trojan Times. You won't want to miss this. Go BC!
You're watching BCHS Live on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter. BCHS Live is a student-led live online video production program started in 2015 by 4 BCHS freshmen. The BCHS Live program is here to showcase everything going on at BCHS, from athletics to special events and opportunities to ceremonies and celebrations. The BCHS Live program is here to show everyone in our community what BCHS is all about, and with 3 major online outputs of our broadcasts, we truly live up to our motto: everything BCHS, anywhere you want it.
The Burgundy Media Network, or BMN for short, is a network of Barren County High School's 3 major media outlets: 88.7 FM, Trojan Radio, BCHS Live, and the Trojan Times school newspaper. As a whole, we are determined to provide you with BCHS news, sports, and interest like never before. Check out our weekly newscast broadcasted every Friday.
Talk and Easton Frazier, Easton, welcome to the Trojan Talk Coaches Show.
Thanks for having me.
Easton's a junior, plays both ways for the Trojans. He plays on the offensive line, and on defense he plays linebacker. And which position do you like playing the best?
Definitely linebacker.
Linebacker? Well, of course, you noticed that with all the tackles you made in that game on Saturday. And I know you were probably soaked to the bone by the time that game was over with, and having played the entire game both ways.
Yes, sir.
The win over Battle Memorial, I'm sure, made it for a better ride home, didn't it?
Definitely.
Talk about how it felt to get that win last Saturday.
Just driving 3.5 hours there and back, and knowing if we didn't get that win, the bus ride back, I mean, that was, I guess, a lot of incentive for us to really play one of our hardest games defensively that we've played. And we've held a team that scores 60 on most to, what was it, 20?
They've scored a lot of points, that's for sure. Well, I know it was a lot better ride home for you having a win.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Well, we estimated you made somewhere around 15, 16, 17 tackles. I'm not sure if that's a record or not. That's something we might have to research. But how difficult was it for you making those tackles with the rain and the slippery field?
Not very. Just got in my zone, had that first tackle, and as soon as I knew I had that first tackle, I mean, it was like a switch.
Yeah.
Just one right after the other.
Right, and you did a great job. How have you improved on your game this season from last year?
Well, since this year, this is my first year playing linebacker, and I guess just fundamentals is a lot that I've learned this year. Just everything from plays to footwork has helped me a lot.
How do you get ready for a game? What do? You listen to music? What do you focus on?
The best is just when we're all quiet in the locker room and put headphones in and just sit there and vibe, I guess.
Well, Taylor County is your next opponent coming up Friday night, and you go for win number 3, something we haven't done since 2015, and, of course, only 1 point away from actually going for our 4th win of the season, other than that 1-point loss to Adair, which we'll forget about. But Taylor County wasn't very good to us last year. What do you think we're going to have to do in order to have a chance to beat them tomorrow night?
We got to stop run. They like it up the middle, and that's something that we haven't, as a defense, that I haven't stopped and our other linebackers haven't stopped, is that run right up the middle. And if we get that stopped and they start throwing, we've got the game.
Well, maybe you'll get 20 tackles tomorrow night, hopefully.
That'd
be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Easton, good luck to you on Friday night. Thanks for being on Coach's show today.
Thanks for having me.
All right. Easton Frazier, we're going to take another break. When we come back, Coach Arnett will rejoin me, and we'll discuss the game on Friday night coming up with Taylor County as Trojan Talk continues in a moment on BCHS Live.
Friday from within Barren County High School. The Burgundy Media Network, or BMN for short, is a network of Barren County High School's three major media outlets: 88.7 FM, Trojan Radio, BCHS Live, and the Trojan Times school newspaper. As a whole, we are determined to provide you with BCHS news, sports, and interest like never before. Check out our weekly newscast broadcasted every Friday from within Barren County High School, or check out our website at barrenschools.com/BMN. From all of us to you, we thank you for your support of all things BCHS. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store is the #1 place to find any and all things BCHS, with a wide selection of clothes including hoodies, t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, and polos, to everyday items including pens, pencils, notebooks, and stickers, to jewelry including earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and wristbands. So stop by the Trojan Thread Store any weekday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. or during any home varsity basketball game. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store, keeping Barren County in style.
Heading into the second year from an approximate 12-year hiatus, the Trojan Times has an all-new look and an all-new approach to bringing you BCHS happenings. We are an entirely student-based publication working more than ever this year to inform you with BCHS happenings. I'm Brennan Crane, Editor-in-Chief, and I can say that we are thrilled to showcase BCHS in a whole new way. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at BC Trojan Times. You won't want to miss this. Go BC!
Welcome back to Trojan Talk on BCHS Live. Taylor County is the next opponent for the Trojans on Friday night, and Cardinals come in at 4-1 on the season under third-year coach Jason Foley. 3 of their wins have been shutouts. They beat Hart County 59-0, LaRue County 39-0, West Jessamine in a district game last week 46-0. Their other win was over Adair County 47-6. Their only loss came to crosstown rival Campbellsville by a score of 40-20, and they average about 42 points a game and average 406 yards per game. They play in Class 4A with district teams Mercer County, East Jessamine, West Jessamine, and Marion County, and are ranked third this week in the Class 4A Litkenhouse ratings. Coach's team has a lot of experience back from last year. Of course, they beat us pretty good. They got a good quarterback, got a couple of good running backs. What do they like to run on offense, and what do we need to do to slow them down?
Oh yeah, they're very talented. They've got some good players, but they're very physical up front. They will spread it out some, but they also their best offense is when they get in the wishbone and go. When everything goes down the drain for them, they go to wishbone, and that's what they like to do the best.
So they go wishbone a lot.
Yeah, I think they want to spread it, but their best, offense is the wishbone. Of course, when Dudley Hilton was there, that's what they ran, and those are kind of his young guys. So
yeah. What's the latest on our injuries? I know we've had a few injuries in the past week or so.
We're going to get Carmelo back. Joe is still out with a foot. Ryan Shirley with a back. And other than that, nothing much has changed. There's a lot of them. Carmelo is we got him back. Adrian Bragg is practicing again, minimal contact. Other than that, same crew.
Now, is Jericho Pope out for the rest of the
Jericho
season?
Pope will be, as far as I know right now, his knee it's not good, but might get him back at the end of the year. But right now, we don't know yet. We're still waiting on results.
Should be perfect football weather tomorrow night.
It's going to feel good.
Won't be any rain, that's for sure.
Goodness.
Anything you want to add about tomorrow night? Got anything going on before game?
No, nothing extra special. We're gonna, it's the last game before fall break, before our bye week. So hope everybody comes out, and if you're not going on vacation yet, come out and support us.
Coach, best of luck to you on Friday night against the Cardinals. Game time 7 o'clock, and the weather, as I mentioned, going to be perfect for football tomorrow night. So come out and support the Trojans if you can. But if you can't, join me along with John Butler, Robert Bauer, sideline reporter Chad Withrow for the broadcast beginning at 6:35 on 103.7 Nash Icon and online at espnky.com. You can also watch the game with our radio feed on BCHS Live, SER TV Channel 19, also EPB Channel 19. And that's Trojan Talk for this week. Next week we'll be off because of fall break, so there'll be no Trojan Talk Coaches Show next week. Thanks to Trojan football player Easton Frazier for being on with us tonight. Now for Coach Jackson Arnett and the BCHS Live video crew, I'm Jay Turner. Thanks for watching. Or Trey Gooden, 5'10", 170, a junior. Quarterback is Grant McCreary, 6'3", 162, and a senior. Kicker is Jackson Grimsley, 6', 150, a junior. On defense for the Cardinals, on the defensive line, Sean Mills, along with Matt Oliver, 6', 180, junior. Seth Cowherd, 6', 215, a senior. Linebackers are Connor Roney, 6'1", 160, a sophomore. Sean Mankin, 6'1", 220, a junior. Tanner Wright, 5'8", 165, a freshman. And Ethan Coghill, a 6'1", 160-pound sophomore. Defensive backs are Trey Gooden, Carson Watson, 5'10", 145, sophomore. Jack Heron, 6', 165, and a junior. And Devin Wasson, 5'11", 170, and a senior. For the Trojans on offense, on the line, Hunter Wilson, 5'9", 175, sophomore. Easton Frazier, 5'10", 206, a junior. Cody Rogers, 5'11", 229, a junior. Jordan Riddle, 5'9", 157, a junior. Campbell Ross, 5'10", 184, and a junior. Receivers are Gavin Withrow, 5'9", sophomore. Landon Key, 5'11", senior. Jamarcus Miley, 5'11", sophomore. And Karsten Chelson, a 5'10", junior. Running back is Tyler Bush, 5'11", 168, a junior. Quarterback is Zach Johnson, 5'11", 214, a senior. Kicker is Aiden Niken, 6'3", 185, and a freshman. On defense for the Trojans, on the defensive line, Wyatt Pettigo, 6', 185, and a senior. Cameron Hurt, 6'1", 270, a senior. Nolan Tui, 6'4", 300, a senior. C.J. Gutierrez, a 5'10", junior.
By our very own honor unit with distinction, Barren County High School Army JROTC. Tonight's color guard is commanded by Cadet Command Sergeant Major Isaac Shackelford and consists of Cadet Captain Will Pointer, Cadet Sergeant Major Alex Owens, Cadet Major Mason Smith, and Cadet Sergeant First Class Alex Johnson. Playing our national anthem this evening is our very own Barren County High School Marching Band under the direction of Dr. Kip Crowder.
Glasgow and online at espnky.com. We're also on BCHS Live this evening, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, SCRTC Channel 97 and EPB Channel 19. In just a moment, we'll have the coin toss. And the coin toss is sponsored by Bluegrass Check Advance. Are you left tossing coins after paying the bills? Heads or tails, you win with Bluegrass Check Advance, and no fees apply for first-time customers. Bluegrass Check Advance on West Main Street in Glasgow. And Bob Blair told us where Lynn Camp is, John. It's in Knox County.
Yeah, I was close. That's Eastern Kentucky for sure.
Knox Central in that, is that Barberville?
They're both there. Barberville.
In that area, yeah.
Barberville is an independent school. Knox Central's there. A little bit of Corbin is in it, too. Corbin's in 3. Whitley, Lowell, and Knox.
Right. So that's where Clinton County, our next opponent, is playing tonight at Lynn Camp.
It's a good little journey.
It is. A lot of their games are not short trips. The officials for tonight's game are referee Danny Salee. Also, Jeff Morgan is the umpire. Linesman is Tim Jesse is the line judge. And the back judge is Timmy Deckard. And the game officials sponsored by Express One Source, business, office, and janitorial supplies along with school supplies. If you're not using Express One Source, you're working too hard. Let's go down to Chad Withrow for tonight's coin toss.
All right, gentlemen, being captains of your team tonight, you got a couple things to keep in mind for me. You need to stay in charge and control of your team when you're on the field. If somebody gets upset or out of control, if you get to them before we do, might save yourself some yardage in that situation, okay? If we have a flag down tonight, unless it's very obvious what to do with it, we're going to come to the opposing team at the end of the play and tell you why the flag was thrown and give you your option for assessment. During this period of time, you cannot call a timeout, but you can, and I highly recommend that you look toward the sideline to get help from your coaching staff. If we have need for a measurement tonight, you can have one captain of each team come and witness the measurement. If this occurs, remember the ball only has to reach the end of the chain. The pose are insignificant in a measurement. Okay? Understand whites of a visiting team is going to be calling the toss. In the month of September, I like to use a coin that's 9/11 dedication. Twin towers will be the heads, and the inscription on the back will be tails. If you would, please call it while it's in the air. If I drop it, and I usually do. Okay? Oh, it's heads, Jeff, and it is tails.
Take the ball.
You want the ball? Which way? If you would put your back to the scoreboard.
Taylor County lost the toss. Barren County won. Have elected to receive the ball. So Barren will be starting on offense.
All right, there's a coin toss and our opening kickoff. It's the Farmers RACC Jackie Browning Memorial Opening Kickoff in our first quarter of action tonight. Brought to you by Citizens First Bank. Come grow with us. Taylor County, a very heavy favorite in this game tonight over the Trojans, and the Trojans got some work cut out for them.
Yeah, it'll be a tough game. I mean, Taylor County, if you just pay attention to the record, and if you watch the game last year, as we mentioned in the pregame, I was really impressed with their athleticism last year. Had good speed. They threw it well, but they also they have backs in the backfield that can do a lot of things. Their two backs are their older brothers were pretty good players at Taylor County. Wes Oliver's older brother was a really good basketball player, one of their leading scorers on on a regional title team, and Trey Gooden's older brother is a really good basketball player too. He's playing at Xavier,
right?
And Quentin Gooden. So athletically and pretty good. Grant McQuarrie also plays both sports as well. I'm familiar with some of these kids just because of my location in Greene County and Taylor County, and have a lot of good friends in Taylor County. So this is should be a pretty good team we're facing tonight.
Barren County all burgundy tonight. Burgundy helmets, gold numbers. Taylor County, white jerseys, dark blue numbers.
I like the Taylor County look.
And dark helmets?
Dark helmets, white jersey, black pants.
Yep.
Red pants will look good, too. I like that look.
Actually, they're red numbers. Did I say black? Did I say black numbers or red numbers?
It's red.
Red numbers. And we're just about set to go here. Very nice, comfortable Friday night here at Barren County Trojan Field.
I got to thinking about this, this beautiful field and facility that we have, and do we have a home field advantage, playing on turf? Sometimes I wonder, I think for the first couple of years, I think a lot of teams are going to look forward to coming here just because they want to see it and play on it too. And I do think the turf is, if you're athletic, I do think it's an advantage because your cuts will be sharper and it almost speeds things up a little bit. So we'll see how the athletes of Taylor County react to this.
Barren County sideline across the way, and Taylor County here on the near sideline. Jacket weather tonight.
Where's yours?
It's right here.
Okay.
Right here.
All right. I predict you will have that on by then.
You predict that I will.
Yeah.
You may
be down to Weather Channel said get down to 51 tonight. It's got a ways to go.
Yeah, it is 63 right now. And it should be about 53 in the morning, it says. Low tonight, 51. So it'll be 51 about 3 or 4 o'clock.
Set to kick off for Taylor County.
Trojans be moving left to right. Taylor County right to left. They're going to kick off in the 40. That's Jackson Grimsley.
Had a pretty good leg in warm-up.
He's hit or kicked 16 out of 20 extra points this year for the Cardinals. And this kick coming back, and it's going to be bouncing almost over the head of Bush, but he caught it in the air and on the bounce, and he didn't get much on that on the kickoff return. Got to about the 17, maybe the 18-yard line.
I'm not for sure why we did not catch that ball in the air, to be honest with you. That took a hop at the 15.
Yeah, and almost went over.
And as I mentioned before, Taylor County is probably the fastest overall team we played this year. And, boy, they covered that kick. They were down there by the time that Tyler caught it on the bounce.
Mm-hmm. And that was one of the athletes you mentioned, the Gooden kid, making the tackle.
And we're going to have – that's Chelson and Spillman here on the near side. 2 wideouts to the left. And Zach Johnson trying to push his way forward. Will get stopped at the 20. Only get 2-yard pickup.
Yeah, pretty good little hole there, but boy, he took a big hit by number 4, Sean Mankin, and 6'1", 220. Taylor County's also relatively young. They start 7 sophomores and a freshman.
Yeah. Second down and 8 for the Trojans on their own 20-yard line. So look over coaching staff, and it's Johnson out of the gun. Bush is to his right. And he's going to take the handoff. Cuts back in the middle. Nice run. Zigging and zagging and coming to the near side. He's at the 50, 45, 40, down to the 35-yard line. A great run by Tyler Bush.
Outstanding. Pickup of close to 30, close to 45 yards actually on the play. And that was just like a little counter play that was designed to go left, and Tyler did a good job of seeing the hole, and he cut back right, and if it wasn't for the speed of Trey Gooden, that would have been a touchdown.
Put it right at 45. Good hole on the left side of the line that time. He took advantage, cut back across the field, and Trojans in business here.
So Citizens' first down for Tyler Bush. Trojans with three receivers out to the left this time. Gavin Withrow, a receiver. Jamarcus Miley's here on the near side. Tyler Bush to the right of Zach Johnson in the shotgun. And Johnson takes the snap and hands it off again to Bush. Found another hole. He's getting through, and he'll be tackled right around the 26-yard line.
Yeah, it looked like to me the exact same play. It was play to the left, and Tyler kept his head up and cut it right back to the hole on the right and picked up 9 on the play.
Exact same make of that play, just picked up 9 instead of 45, but still a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Very shifty on a second run again. 2nd down, 1 yard to go. Ball at the Taylor County 26. 2 receivers each way. Going in motion is Spillman. And here's a snap and the handoff coming to Bush right up the middle this time, trying to power his way forward. He'll get to about the 22-yard line. Good enough for a Citizens' first down for Barren County.
They give him 4 and a first down. Good, very impressive drive for the Trojans.
Yeah.
All on the ground.
First and 10 at the Taylor County 22. 3 receivers out to the left. Miley's on the near side. Playing the short side of the field toward the Taylor County sideline. Here's the snap to Johnson. He's going to throw right into the middle to Withrow. Dropped it right there at the 15.
That would have been a positive pickup there. It was right across the middle in the slant pattern. And be 2nd and 10, but that would have probably been about an 8-yard pickup.
Good play design there. Every play you mentioned were 4 for 4 on the ground. Ran a little play action there with Gavin cutting across the middle.
2nd and 10 for the Trojans at the Cardinal 22. Trips out to the left side again. And it's Johnson. He kind of ran into each other there. It's going to be a loss on the play.
Yeah, the big guy he ran into was 40 for Taylor County. That was a monster hit that time by number 40. I don't have his. I don't see a 40. But that was Logan Parker, I guess.
Parker. It's a home jersey, and then a away jersey is a different number.
Yeah, that was a big hit. Tyler Bush was lucky to hold on to the ball.
Yeah,
loss of about 4 on the play. It'll be 3rd and 13.
Backed up now to the 25-yard line of Taylor County. And back to throw. Here's a pass. It's going to be complete. Running it down to the 20, the 19. That's Tyler Bush.
Man,
trying to make up some yardage.
Really good call that time. I love the screen, and it looked like it had a shot to be a big play, and got to give that big number 40 again. Give him a lot of credit. I mean, that kid ran him down from behind.
So now it is 4th down and 7 from the 19-yard line for the Trojans. And it pulls Taylor County off sides.
Yep, that's going to make this a lot more manageable. Instead of 4th and 8, it's going to be 4th and 3.
So that will put the ball down at the 14-yard line of Taylor County.
Taylor County, that's a 5-yard penalty. That'll bring up 4th down, 3 to go. Trojans.
Going to send Spillman out to the left. Chelson. Near side is Miley at the wideout spot. There's Zach Johnson. Takes a snap. Looking. The pass is going to be incomplete. Intended for Tyler Bush. Couldn't pull it in.
That would have been a tough catch. It was behind him. He would have had to make a one-handed catch. But if he could have caught that, it would have been a first down. And, boy, that was a nice drive. It was pretty much stopped by Logan Parker. Logan Parker's 6'1", 285.
Yeah, we actually had to double team him there, and the guy at the end came around and didn't really deflect the ball, but I think it altered Zach's throwing angle to make it a little off and a difficult catch for Tyler that we couldn't convert.
So Taylor County takes over on downs at their 14-yard line. Quarterback is Grant McCreary. They're in shotgun formation. Man in motion to the right. Sets up 3 trips, and here's handoff coming to 24. And a nice stop. Wes Oliver on the carry, but who was it who made the stop?
That was Easton Frazier.
There we go.
Yep, he had about at least 15 estimated last week,
yes.
And he continued. First tackle of the game was no gain on the play.
Well, ought to keep up with his tackles tonight, see how many he makes.
Well, I've got it so far. 1.
2nd and 10 for Taylor County. 2 receivers each way. McCreary rolling out left. He's looking, going to throw it to the near side. It's going to be complete. They break a tackle, trying to break another one. That is to Irvin. Irvin, the receiver, and it's going to be, well, I think it's a first down. It's right on the 25-yard line.
Giving forward progress right past that spot.
So it will be a first down for Taylor County. 7:30 to play here in the first quarter. No score. Taylor County with their first drive of the football game. Barren County had a nice drive, just couldn't finish. McCreary, receivers left and right. And the handoff to 24.
It's Oliver.
That is Oliver again. And Oliver trying to get to the far side of the field, breaks tackles and gets a first down and gets knocked out of bounds around the 40.
Man, he is quick. Boy, he is shifty and quick, and pickup of about 14 on the play.
He's just a sophomore, 5'9", 154. First down for the Cardinals at their own 38-yard line. Grant McCreary, 6'3", 162 senior, quarterback for the Cardinals. And he's got Oliver back there with him at left. Wideouts left and right again. McCreary. And fake the handoff to Oliver this time. The throw is going to be completed. And going up the near sideline, that is number 6.
Cossid.
Cameron Cossid, 6'1", 175 senior.
Yeah, the reason why I know that, I was very, very good friends with his mother and his aunt, actually, from Taylor County. He comes from a very, very good family, I'll just say that.
And the ball right at the 50-yard line now. Another first down for the Cardinals. They send 2 receivers out to the right and 2 to the left. Coming in motion out of the backfield. The handoff coming to 21.
It's Gooden.
And Gooden is stopped. And it's Easton Frazier once again coming through.
They'd opened up a decent hole, but Easton did a good job filling right where the back went. Stopped him, no gain.
So second down 10 for the Cardinals of Taylor County at the 50-yard line. .624 left to go here in the first. They're going to send Gooden out to the right side. To the left side is Irvin. Oliver in the backfield. Johnson dropping back, looking. Gets rid of the football. It's going to be incomplete. Almost picked off.
Yeah, Tyler Bush had a better shot at catching it than the Taylor County receiver.
Brings up third down and 10 for the Cardinals.
At the 50-yard line. Taylor County offensively is very similar to a lot of high school teams and college teams. They get to the line of scrimmage and get the play call from the coach.
Yep. McCreary stepping back, looking, throwing it to the near side. And it is complete at the 43.
Well, we got a really good spot, I can tell you that. That ball was completed almost close to the 40 and was kind of shoved back by Slagle, and they did not get a real good spot at all. Taylor County didn't.
That was Irvin on the catch.
Gain of 7.
3.
They will go for it.
At the Barren 43-yard line. Gooden out to the right side. Irvin on the left. McCreary. And he's going to keep it. He'll get some yardage, and he's taking it down the field.
Fumble.
And let's see. Do we get it?
Yeah, we did.
We got it. That's Neal.
Landon Neal. Big turnover by Taylor County.
Yeah, it was a 10-yard pickup, and Landon Neal got the hit. Yep. And wait a minute. How come Taylor County has it back?
That's not even close to. That's a fumble.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, Landon Neal got the hit, and the ball came out, and he got on it, and Taylor County keeps the ball. Sure did look like it from here.
He actually, we'll call this play and then talk about it.
And it's McCreary throwing it to the right side. It's coming to Gooden, and Gooden's going to be slammed down at the 32-yard line. Let's go down to Chad Withrow on that last play. Chad, was that a fumble?
Well, it looked like it. Everybody on the sidelines thought it was, but the referee obviously in front of Taylor County's side said he was down. So, tough break right there. I mean, that was a momentum changer right there.
Right. Well,
we're going to check it out on replay up here. Holding on Taylor County.
Here it is.
It'll be a 10-yard penalty.
I don't know how you describe it other than a fumble to me.
It sure looked like a fumble.
It looked like Neal hit him down low, and when he dove over top of him, and when he was in the air, he dropped the ball. And Landon Aware got it back, but we can't dwell on that. Big penalty here, though, knocks him back to about 1st and 20.
Yeah, they're back at the 45-yard line now. 1st and about 23 yards. And dropping back, here's McCreary. Going to fire it to the right side. The pass is going to be complete. Went out of bounds at about the 35.
That's DeCossett again.
Coots on the coverage.
Quarterback has a nice arm.
Mm-hmm.
Nice arm. Pickup of 11 on the play.
So now it's 2nd down and about 14.
5 minutes left in the first quarter.
He's had plenty of time to sit back in the pocket, too. We got to find a way to get a little bit pressure and at least force him out of there to make him throw on the run.
Out of the gun, here is McCreary. He'll throw it to the near side, and running with it, Oliver on the near side. And a tackle at the 35. To pick up about 2. That's 3rd down and about 13.
Tackle made by number 15, Jake Gill.
Jake Gill on the stop for the Trojans.
Pick up about 1 on that play. It'll be 3rd down, 12 to go, Cardinals.
Cossett out to the right side along with Gooden. Oliver in the backfield rolling out right. Here's McCreary. He'll throw. He's going to throw long, and it's going to go through the hands of the receiver at the 10-yard line and went out of bounds.
Intended for Cossett.
That was a very impressive throw right there. Going right, that was a bullet about 25 yards down the field.
Looked like Coots got his hand in there to break it up. That was, as you said, an impressive throw, and it was on the money. If it wasn't for Coots' hand in between, that was a big gain.
Why did they move the ball all the way to this hash mark when there was an incomplete pass?
Should have stayed in the same spot, right?
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. They moved that ball 10 yards across the field.
Going to be 4th down and 13 for Taylor County. Gooden goes in motion right. And it's McCreary out left side. Scrambling now. Heading down the sideline. Runs it out of bounds.
It's going to be short.
Yep. Didn't make it. And the Trojans will take over on downs.
Yeah, he ran into Landon Neal and Tanner Slagle. Picked up about 8 on the play. No, maybe 7 on the play, but he needed 12.
We'll take over on downs.
So 4 minutes to go and no score.
So it was a positive stop.
8 minutes through, both teams had the ball one time and have basically done the exact same thing, turning it over after positive yardage on downs.
So the Trojans will have it on their own 27-yard line.
And it's hard to see up here at times, just like right there, because we're just not high enough to see over people, to be honest with you.
Right.
So it takes us a little bit longer sometimes to make the call.
And we got official time here. Not sure what that was all about. All right, here we go. Here's Johnson, and he'll hand it off to Bush. And Bush going to get slung around.
That's actually Withrow.
Was that Withrow that time, number 3?
Yeah.
Couldn't tell the 3 and the 5 and people standing in front of me. So
slung for a little bit of a loss, close to 5 maybe?
Yep.
4.
go, Trojans.
Loss of about 4.
Gavin's first carry of the night.
2nd and 14. From the 23. Zach Johnson. He'll flip it over on the option and up to about the 25-yard line.
That was Bush.
It'll be a loss, or actually gained about 2.
By number 4, Sean Mankin. Pick up the 1 on that play. It'll be
3rd and about 12. 3:10 to go. First quarter, no score. Got plenty of time here. Trips out to the left side. 1 to the near side. Snap to Johnson. He'll hand it off reverse and then fell down at about the 22, 23-yard line.
Yeah, that was like a that was
Gavin Withrow.
Gavin Withrow. It was a nice little wrinkle. I think it was obviously designed to pick up more than that. It looked like he's running an option. That was one of those little inside pitches to Gavin coming the opposite way.
Didn't pick up anything.
Trey Gooden back to receive the punt. Zach Johnson. And time called here.
Not have enough on the field. We had to burn a timeout. Only 10 guys out there.
So a timeout with 2:18 to go here in the first quarter. There is no score between Barren County and Taylor County. As we take a timeout of your day and join the People's Bank at their new location, 1300 West Main Street in Glasgow. For all the latest scores and results from middle school to high school sports at Barren County, log on to barronschools.com. Click Athletics and then the Sports Report. We'll take a look at the Sports Report coming up at halftime. From soccer, golf, boys region golf was today. Girls region golf was Monday. And we're going to get into soccer district tournaments coming up, I guess, week after next.
It will be.
Volleyball. All right, 4th down, 13. Zach Johnson's back at the 10-yard line to punt. Gooden for Taylor County at about the 43-yard line. And here's Johnson. Gets this one away. Takes the bounce and will stop at the 46-yard line.
That's one of the few bounces on turf that went nowhere.
Just kind of went dead.
I wonder if the turf is a little wet because there's been some slips out there tonight.
It has to be a little soggy. I mean, it has rained and rained and rained. It's rained pretty much constantly since Monday, hasn't it?
That's a good question for Mr. Withrow over there.
How's the field down there, Chad?
It's probably the slickest I remember it being so far this year. It's very, you can even see the kind of the glisten of the water on top, and like y'all said, several people slipping on it tonight, and I think that's because of the wetness of it.
Yep. Had a lot of rain the last few days. Grant McCreary with Oliver to his left. He's looking, going to throw it to the near side. It's going to be complete. And running with it and going down with it, that is number 2, Irvin. And that is to the 30 or 41-yard line.
Good tackle by Tanner Slagle in the open field that time, but nice throw and catch by Taylor County. Pick up of close to 14 on the play.
1st and 10 for the Cardinals. Oliver to the left of McCreary. And he hands it off. And he'll go around to the right side. Down the far sideline. And did he make it in?
Stepped out.
He'll be stopped out at the 10-yard line.
Actually, a little further down. I think they're going to mark him out about the 18, 19.
Boy, he has got some.
He's got some speed.
Yes, he does. Excellent athlete. Gain of 23 on the play. He got that corner, and boy, he was. He really put it in a different gear. I said, before the game, I really thought this was the best athletic team we faced, and I'm convinced it is. We're not playing Bowling Green anymore, or South Warren, and obviously, in Glasgow, and those teams are always fast. This team has got really, really good athletes out there.
And they're ranked third behind Franklin Simpson and Ashland in the state. And here's McCreary taking a tackler with him, and that was Easton Frazier. He did stop him, though, from getting more yardage.
Pick up a 4.
Puts it down at the 15-yard line of the Trojans.
That's a bad angle for us to see. We are this one guy's head is I cannot see or cannot quite.
For those
see
watching
around.
on TV, they got a lot better view than we do. That's for sure.
You almost just have to watch it on TV and call it about 30 seconds delay.
And McCreary hands it off, and it's Irvin going around to the right side, breaking tackles, and still trying to go. Boy,
all the way to the
can't
one.
stop him. And finally down to the 1-yard line.
You're talking about shifty and patient that time. He just kept his patience and got all the way to the
2, 3.
No, they got him at the 4, I believe.
Okay. He looked like he was in a washing machine there for a second on spin cycle, just spinning, and I think Easton finally drug him down, but it took a couple extra knocks to get him on the ground.
So 1st and goal from the 4. We're under a minute now in the first quarter.
McCreary. And he hands it off to Oliver, and Oliver's going to make it in.
Yeah, that was a great job of blocking. That
Came
time
to the left side.
Their left side of the line just caved ours in and goes in 4 yards, and Taylor County draws first blood.
6-0 with 33.8 seconds to go here in the first quarter. And they'll have their kicker, Jackson Grimsley.
Left-footed. I believe he was. No, he's right-footed. I thought the kickoff guy was left-footed.
Snap. Kind of bobbled it a little bit there. The kick is up, and it is good. 7-0, Taylor County.
33.8 seconds to go in the first quarter.
With 33.8 left to go in the opening quarter. Let's go down to Chad Withrow.
That was kind of a impressive drive there. They do have speed and quickness, and we just let them get to the outside a few times. You know, the first drive, we kind of kept it where they were going back inside, but that time our containment on the outside was not as good as it was on the first drive.
Yep. Sideline reports are brought to you by McDonald's. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
I'm loving this weather.
And I like this weather. This is my favorite time of the year, favorite season.
I agree. As long as the allergies don't kick in.
Yeah, and as long as we can have some fall weather, not go straight to winter.
Only decision you have to make is whether you want a light jacket or long sleeves.
That's right.
It's kind of in between right now. Not too bad.
Jamarcus Miley, Tyler Bush back to receive for the Trojans, and Grimsley will kick off from the 40. It's coming to the near side of the field. It's going to be caught at the 30. And is that Slagle or Neal? I can't make out the number.
Looks like.
Is it Slagle?
Yes.
Okay, Slagle on the kickoff return for the Trojans. Made it up to the 35-yard line.
Trojans will have it 1st and 10.
Taylor County has 6 first downs this first quarter. Pretty good balance between running and passing. And, we had that first really good drive. Tyler Bush had that 45-yard run, and we got it inside the 20 and went backwards from there. So we're going to see if we can get it back going, because our second drive ended up 3 and out.
Yeah. Bush playing a receiver now on this play. Zach Johnson, and that is Landon Neal?
Slagle.
Or Slagle.
Slagle.
The 8 and the 0 kind of blend together there, so he'll pick up, I'm not sure if he picked up any, maybe a yard.
Gave him 1, yeah. Slagle was in the backfield last week for the first time, gets another carry there.
As we're coming to the end of the first quarter here at Trojan Field, got a couple of scores here we'll pass along to you after the break. So we come to the end of the first quarter, and after 1, it's Taylor County 7, Barren County 0. We'll be back after this break. You're following Trojan football on 103.7 Nash Icon.
The Burgundy Media Network, or BMN for short, is a network of Barren County High School's 3 major media outlets: 88.7 FM, Trojan Radio, BCHS Live, and the Trojan Times school newspaper. As a whole, we are determined to provide you with BCHS news, sports, and interest like never before. Check out our weekly newscast broadcasted every Friday from within Barren County High School, or check out our website at barrenschools.com/BMN. From all of us to you, we thank you for your support of all things BCHS.
Did you know that Barren County sports teams only receive $250 in yearly funding? So how is each team able to function and stay updated with modern equipment and uniforms? Through the help of the Barren County Athletic Booster Club. The BCHS Athletic Booster Club is the #1 way to help contribute to the student athletes that give Barren County athletics the upbeat reputation it holds. You can help contribute to the student athletes of BCHS today by contacting the boosters on Facebook at facebook.com/BCHS Booster. Let the student athletes of tomorrow shine by donating to the BCHS Athletic Booster Club today.
Trying to sweep around to the right side, cuts back. He'll get more yardage, taking it down the far sideline, and gets a first down and a few more yards to tack on there, down to the 45-yard line of Taylor County.
Yeah, give him about 20 on the play that time. Again, Tyler Bush did a good job of getting outside and turned it upfield, gain of 20. Right now, he and Wes Oliver for Taylor County having their own kind of personal battle.
The second quarter is sponsored by A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home, reminding everyone, please don't text and drive. Monroe County leads Metcalfe County 21-0 at the end of the first quarter in Tompkinsville. And here's Johnson keeping it this time. Trying to get some yardage there, and he'll get across.
Number 6, Johnson on the carry.
Tried to bring him back, but he got to the 43-yard line, I believe it was.
Yeah, pick up a 3 or 4 on the play.
Pick up the 4 on that play. It'll be second down, 6 to go.
Glasgow leads Greene County 21-0 after the first quarter. On the Coca-Cola scoreboard.
Say that will be a running clock by halftime.
Second down, 7 for the Trojans.
Dragons not quite the level they were about 10 years ago.
We've got Withrow and Key on the near side. Miley out to the right. Johnson throws a pass incomplete, intended for Chelson.
And there are flags all around there.
I think the defender got a hand on it before Chelson got to it. Broke up, I think that was 32, Turpin.
Going to be an illegal procedure on the Trojans. I assume they would decline it. It'll be 3rd and 8 or 2nd and 13.
Guess we were lined up incorrectly.
I would decline it, but we'll see what they'll do.
It's kind of one of those in-betweeners. Just coach's preference here, and looks like they'll decline it, as you said.
Though this is, I believe, 4-down territory. We're inside their 45. I think you're going to score points to beat Taylor County.
Third down, 7 for the Trojans at the Taylor County 43. 10:38 to go here in the second.
Yeah, I think they're very comfortable going for it, as long as you don't get negative yardage here on this play.
I agree.
Caleb Spillman wide out to the right. Got Gavin Withrow, and I believe that's Chelson over there. Near side is Jamarcus Miley. Coming in motion is Withrow. Here's Johnson rolling out right. He gets rid of the ball. The pass is caught.
That's Spillman.
That's
right at the stick. Caleb Spillman making a great catch, and looked like a first down from this angle, but let's see.
It was right at the sticks that time. I think that maybe
it is a first down.
I think that's Caleb's first catch of the year. You know, he missed a couple of games with an injury. He went down and got it right at the sticks.
It's a great catch. Ball was put exactly where it needed to be for Caleb and Caleb only. Zach rolling out to his left, delivered that first down pass.
Yeah, Citizens' first down for the Trojans at the Taylor County 35-yard line. Miley goes to the right this time. Spillman and Chelson on the left. Here's Johnson rolling out left. Throw is complete. And taking it
Ball
down.
fumble.
And let's see.
They got
Taylor County got it.
I think we got it
Can't
back.
tell.
The ball actually went out of bounds, I believe.
It was Chelson got it.
Was it Chelson or Bush?
Bush caught the ball.
Okay.
And he fumbled, and Chelson chased it down. So we actually had a decent gain there, and the ball fumbled back towards our own territory and ended up losing a couple of yards.
But we kept the ball, which is the most important thing.
That's correct. Because that was kind of a dangerous loose ball situation.
Sure. The defense gets that about 75% of the time.
2nd and 13. Bush is to the left of Johnson. And it's Johnson going to keep it. Takes it right down the middle. And he'll take it to about the 27, maybe the 26-yard line.
Game about 12?
Yeah. It's that read option that time. He kept it that time, Zach Johnson, and it's going to be 3rd and 1.
That was a good read that time. He pulled the ball and had a good hole up the middle to get us into a 3rd and very manageable.
And Johnson. And we're going to get a... Is it offsides against Taylor County? What's the call?
Yes, sure would. I think it's big number 40 that came across the line there, and that'll give us a first down by a penalty. That's the second time they've jumped, and this time gave us a first down. The other time put it into a very manageable situation.
So that will put the ball down to the Taylor County 27-yard line.
Got to capitalize.
Actually, the 22-yard line. Bush is to the right of Johnson. And he's going to keep it. Cuts back in the middle. And takes it to the 20.
Number 6, Johnson on the carry.
Give him about 3 on the play. Maybe 2.
So it's going to be 2nd and 8. Miley out of the right side. Spillman, Chelson, Withrow on the left. Bush will line up to the right of Johnson.
One-on-one coverage over there with Miley.
Snap comes to Johnson. He's going to hand it off to Bush, coming to the near side of the field. Coming straight across and going to be tackled, I believe, for a loss of maybe 1. It's hard to tell from this angle.
Couldn't quite get the edge, I don't think, and they did a good job stringing it out. Yeah, lost a couple.
Loss of about 2 on that play. It'll be 3rd down, 10 to go.
3rd and 10.
Need to have a no standing policy on the rail just so we can see, right?
Yeah.
Maybe we can get an usher down there to clear everybody out.
I think it's kind of designed to stand, though.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's like a patio. It is designed for that purpose.
Johnson throws it, and it's complete, I believe.
He held on to it. Took a big hit.
He did. Went down, a little slow getting up.
Yeah, that was a slant pattern, and he was hit as soon as he caught it, but he still picked up about 7 yards, so it's going to be 4th and 3.
At the 15.
I would call that a big play right here. We're under 7 minutes. If you're just joining us, 7-0 Cardinals. Good football game.
Yes. Spillman's going to go out to the right along with Chelson. Miley on the near side. Withrows in the backfield now with Zach Johnson, the quarterback. And
tried to draw him again, but they didn't jump, and we'll call timeout on a 4th.
Play clock was running down. So the Trojans take a timeout. We have 6:32 to go here in the first half. Taylor County 7, Barren County 0. And this timeout sponsored by People's Bank. The People's Bank in Glasgow at 1300 West Main Street. Let's go down to Chad Withrow for the latest sideline report.
Looks like they're going to line up, try a field goal here. They've got the field goal unit on, so they're going to be about a 32-yarder. So he's got the leg to do it. We'll just see if he can do it.
All right. On a 4th and 3 at the Cardinal 15-yard line. And Aiden Nyken.
I would not be surprised to see a fake.
Stepping on the field here, 6'3", 185 freshman.
It's a tough angle, too. He's on the far hash marks.
Aiden's extremely athletic. He could get a direct snap and get the edge here, but we'll see what they do.
All right. And it bobbled it.
Terrible snap, yeah.
And so Taylor County will take over on downs.
Yeah, the ball bounced back to the holder that time, and I don't know if that was going to be a kick or a fake. I couldn't really tell, to be honest with you. That had no chance.
Tough break there after we gained positive yardage, got it deep in Taylor County territory, and had an opportunity to gain that first down and tie up the game if we were able to score, but instead give it back to Taylor County with 6.5 to go in the half. That's write that one down, momentum changing. If they were able to capitalize on a error by us.
Yeah. So Taylor County has it on their own 25. They go into the wishbone. Under center, McCreary hands it off, and it is number 4. That is Sean Mankin. He'll get the first down and then some as he took it out to the 42-yard line.
Yeah, give him 17 on the play.
Actually, the 41's where they'll mark it.
It's the first time they've been in the bone.
Coach Arnett said they would run the wishbone.
That's all they ran about 4 years ago.
Yeah.
But they've got a lot more speed than they used to.
Back to the wishbone again. One receiver on the near side. They're going to pitch it out.
Got a penalty over here.
Got some yardage and got some speed going. That taking it all the way down to the Trojan 39-yard line. That's Trey Gooden, but let's see what the flag is.
It was right at the snap over here on the Taylor County sideline.
Illegal procedure.
Didn't see it, to be honest with you. I didn't see anything. But as soon as the snap was made, normally they throw a flag. They stop the play on those illegal procedures on the offense.
Has to be some kind of a formation issue.
So the the Cardinals will be backed up to their own 35-yard line.
It's their 4th penalty for 25 yards.
There's no benefit really to let that play go, is there?
Every penalty has hurt them. We've had 2 penalties that have given us first downs, and that nullified about a 20-yard game.
Back to the wishbone again. McCreary under center. Takes a snap and he'll hand it off. And that's number 40. And it comes to the near side of the field on the carry.
Yeah, 40 is Big Parker, who weighs about 280.
Logan Parker,
yeah,
6'1", 285.
Yeah,
junior.
I wouldn't want to tackle him.
That's his 12th carry of the year. I'd say they use him sparsely, but not an easy load to bring down.
Well, that's how they beat us 4 years ago. I think they made 2 passes, and they had a fullback at about 280.
Back to the wishbone. McCreary hands it off. This time coming to
24.
That's Wes Oliver.
And that was Easton Frazier on the tackle.
And stopped at the 47-yard line.
It's a big lead back. Parker's a huge lead back in a wishbone. And
got Easton with 5 tackles.
3rd down and about 4.5 for the Cardinals. 4:54 to go in the first half. Taylor County 7, Barren County 0. Receiver out to the left for the Cardinals. Back to the wishbone again. McCreary hands it off, and here comes Gooden racing down the 40 to 35. Tackle made around the 34-yard line.
About 13.
Yeah, it was Easton Frazier again.
Number 6.
But unfortunately, that was about 18 yards down the field.
Gooden also with a lot of speed. 1st and 10, Taylor County.
That's their 8th first down.
At the Trojan 34-yard line. And McCreary takes a snap, pitches it out, and that's going to be Oliver again around the left side, and somebody's going to have to stop him. He's going to take it, and he's going to be tackled.
We got a flag at the 30. Got a flag at the 30 and a perfect position for a hold or illegal block in the back.
Wasn't a hold that jumped out on the replay, but that's what it'll be in that area.
Merritt Calder made the tackle.
Holding Taylor County.
Holding against Taylor County.
And their penalties have killed them. We have clearly been the beneficiary of some big calls. I don't think the Taylor County coaching staff is going to send any Valentine wishes to these officials right now.
So Taylor County will be backed up to the Trojan 40. Will be 1st and 16. This game moving quite rapidly here. 4 minutes to go in the half. Back to the wishbone again for the Cardinals. McCreary. And a handoff coming this time. Get into the 30-yard line. Breaking tackles now. Going to the 25. Got a fumble. And let's see who's got it.
That would be Tanner. Or no, that's
is that Landon Neal?
Landon Neal. The hit was by Wyatt Pettigo. Big 54 came from behind and took him down. And as on the way down, he lost the football. Neal picks it up. Turnover in a great spot there for the Trojans with 3:50 to go in the half.
Well, that nullified a 14-yard gain. So big play that time because it didn't look like anything was going to stop them other than a turnover or a penalty. They were kind of gashing us on that particular drive.
Yeah. Miley's out to the right. Trips on the near side with Withrow, Chelson, and Key. Bush in the backfield with Johnson. And it passes up the middle. Here's Withrow. He's racing down the field. 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Barren County.
No flags.
74-yard touchdown strike. Great little play action over the middle, and Gavin just outran everybody the rest of the way to the house.
That's exactly right. Against a team that has good speed, but that ball was perfectly placed because Gavin did not have to break stride. As Robert said, it was play action, so they bit on the run and hit Gavin right across the middle. And he outran the Taylor County secondary, so 7-6. I think that would be a surprise to a lot of people around here.
Aiden Nyken to attempt the extra point for the Trojans to try to tie this game up. High snap, the kick goes up, and it is going to be good, and we've got a tied game.
Good job of getting that snap down, too. Got the snap back, maybe a little high, but a good job that time by getting it set. And Nyken faced a lot of pressure. They were going in for the block, but 7-7 game.
It was actually a crossing route that Gavin ran in that trip formation over on the left side, and he caught it going left to right, cut it back to the left, and that was a big-time play coming off of a turnover by Taylor County where it looked like they were going to be able to take the momentum going in towards halftime 14-0, get the ball back coming out of the half, and now it's a completely different game, 7 apiece.
Oh, it makes the game a lot easier when you can score from 76 yards away rather than take 15 plays to get there.
We've had some nice big plays tonight.
Yeah.
Tyler Bush, 45. Tyler Bush had an 18-yard run and then that 74-yard touchdown. So, you know, we talked about how athletic they looked in the warm-ups. We've had some athletic plays that have nullified maybe some of their athletic ability, and they've had some turnovers that have also helped to even the playing field.
Yeah,
definitely penalties, yeah.
3:37 to go here in the first half. We've got a tied game.
We've got to cover this kick because I would say their kickoff returners are pretty dangerous.
Yeah, you got Gooden back there, and I believe, who's the other guy, Irvin? As Aiden Nyken will kick off from the Trojan 40.
It's Oliver on that side.
And that is going to bounce, roll toward out of bounds around the 5-yard line.
It's okay.
It's not the worst thing in the world can happen.
No, not bad.
It was a good kick. It bounced the other way. It's a touchback. Went out about the 5 or so, didn't it?
I don't expect them to come out in a wishbone, though the wishbone was very effective last time. It moved the ball, but with 3:37, I would expect them to come back out in their kind of spread formation, which also worked.
I think they've got 3 timeouts. We've called at least 1, maybe 2.
We got 1 left.
Taylor County moving left to right here in this quarter.
And they are back in their spread. 4 receivers, 1 back.
Yep. And that is Oliver back there with the quarterback, McCreary. Pass comes to the left side. It's going to be complete. They break one tackle, break another, and he may be gone. He is 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, and a touchdown for Taylor County.
65 yards.
That's
number 1.
That's Gabe Burris. Gabe Burris.
First time he's caught the ball today, but he looks like the rest of them, fast. And that was that pass was probably about 4 yards down the field. It was almost like it wasn't a bubble screen, but it was kind of just a quick hitter over there, and man, he turned it on. Only one that had a shot was Tyler Bush, but he had to come from across the field. How quickly that changes.
It changed the momentum quickly right there. Extra point try coming, and it's fumbled, and they're going to have to throw. Pass batted up in the air, but it's caught and tackled at the 5. So the extra point attempt fails for Taylor County, so they still have a 13-7 lead with 3:23 to go here in the first half.
Well, that's a little bit of a break.
Yeah, I guess that was kind of just a little wide receiver screen bubble out in the left side. One cut.
Made one guy miss, and that was about it. I think Taylor's better in a spread than the wishbone. Just personally, I think they have more athletes on the field. Though they did move it on us, you know, it's the fumble that cost them. But I could see late in the game with the lead doing that. But they just look like to me they got too many players to be in a wishbone. Taylor County used to be head coaching job of Billy Lindsay.
That's right.
When I was in school at Greene County, Billy Lindsay was the head coach at Taylor County. Scott Walker, Colonel Walker, who works here, played at Taylor County. And then went on and played at Western.
That is correct.
Just got a text from Billy Lindsay.
I did too. I think they're watching the game, listening to us. And here is the kick by Jackson Grimsley. Going to be fielded at the 20, 25, 30, and up to about the 36-yard line. That's Tyler Bush on the kickoff return.
Tackle made by number 22, Tanner Wright.
So the Trojans will start this drive from their own 36-yard line. 3:17 to go in the first half. It's Taylor County 13, Barren County 7. Trojans came back to tie it on that 74-yard run by Gavin Withrow. On the pass from Zach Johnson. Nyken tied it up on the extra point. And then very next play for Taylor County, Gabe Burris ran it from 60. Here's Johnson. Going to keep it, but he's going to be taken down at about the 39-yard line.
That's big Logan Parker, boy. And he is.
He's a load.
He's pretty darn good.
Zach really wanted to pitch at that time to Bush, but they had somebody in the passing lane and had to keep it.
Picked up 3. Second down and 7 to go for the Trojans. Got trips on the near side. One split out to the right. And it's Johnson again. Take the handoff there to Tyler Bush.
Another 3.
Tackle made by number 63, Seth Cowherd.
So it's going to be 3rd and about 4.
I think it's important that we pick up this first down because Taylor County's more than capable. They get the ball back with 3 timeouts and 2 minutes to go of scoring again.
Ball is at the 42-yard line. 3 receivers left, 1 out to the right. Zach Johnson. And he hands it off to Bush.
You got it.
Bush
got
working around the right side. There's a flag. 40, 35 down to the 30, but a flag on the play.
Man, that was about a close to a 35-yard carry. It's coming all the way back. Penalty at the 40. That's the holding or, yep.
holding against Barren County.
Well, the flags have been quite painful tonight for both teams, mainly for Taylor County. That's our first really big penalty. Nullified. Ends up being about a 45-yard penalty.
Yeah, and more importantly, they picked up the first down that you said.
So it's going to be 3rd and 15, and I can promise you, if we don't pick this up, there'll be a timeout if the clock is still running.
Yeah. On the Coca-Cola scoreboard, halftime, Glasgow 40, Greene County 0.
Now, that's not fair. I mean, to treat a quality school like Greene County, who's coming into town like that, that's not very fair. I'm kidding.
Well,
of course.
Glasgow's good.
They're very good.
Glasgow's
They're very good. I'm just kidding. I'm from Greene County. I knew this was going to be a blowout because Greene County got destroyed last week by Hart County. And I don't ever remember Hart County beating Greene in football. I'm sure it's happened. No offense to the Hart Countyans, but it has not happened a lot.
Timeout by the Trojans with 1:53 to go here in the first half. Taylor County 13, Barren County 7. And a halftime score, Monroe County 21, Metcalfe County 0.
They jumped on them quick, too. Well, Monroe County's schedule has been really pretty good, especially with all the injuries in Monroe County. They will, and I think Monroe County is pretty decent defensively. Metcalfe will have a hard time coming back.
All right, Trojans on 3rd and 16. Johnson back of the 20 being chased, and he's going to have to do something with it. Gets rid of the football. It's caught by Chelson.
Good play by Zach Johnson.
At the 34-yard line here on the near sideline.
Yeah, he looked like for sure that was going to be a sack, and he did a great job not only getting out of there but making a completed pass.
We'll be 4th down and 11.
Taylor County timeout, which is a good call. So they're going to get the ball back. It's 1:41 left in the first half. We're going to be punting for right around our 25. So Taylor County is going to get a shot to score again in this half.
We had some trouble with snaps, and I think our long snapper is out again this week. So at least we had a week to practice, and hopefully we can get a good snap back there and get a good kickoff. The one punt that he did get off was a pretty decent punt.
It was good. Last week was all that weather trouble too. It was really hard to snap the ball last week. We played in about 3 inches of rain.
We'll take a couple bad snaps though when you completely take away the offense that Ballard had with their passing in the weather.
A dangerous guy in the returning punch here, Trey Gooden.
Yeah, Gooden is back at the 34-yard line.
He may be a little too far back.
Zach Johnson at the 22 for the Trojans. And that one goes straight up, short, and takes a high bounce. And Taylor County will have it with pretty good field position here at the 40. See where they put that.
Right around the 45, I believe.
45.
But again, it just ball went straight up in the air, and oftentimes when it bounces on this turf, it takes huge hops. Yeah. And that ball just like a Tiger Woods wedge just stopped on a green, as opposed to my wedge.
Minute 32 left before the break.
Pretty important to hold them right here. They are way under their scoring average defensively. We've played pretty well tonight.
Yeah.
This is not an easy team to defend.
Play clock down at 4. McCreary drops back. Now scrambling, running. Gets to the 50, to the 45. And tackle made at the 43-yard line by Mister.
It's Landon Neal and also Easton Frazier. Yeah. We're going to give him 12 on the carry, first down.
So that will have the football now at the 43-yard line of the Trojans with 1:20 to play here in the first half, 13-7. And here's McCreary out of the gun, looking to the near side. He'll throw it. The pass is going to be complete. 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Man. Touchdown. What speed.
Great speed.
And there's no flags on the play.
We had the angle that time and could not get there. Tyler Bush had a great shot at making the original tackle, which had been about a 2-yard gain, and just couldn't wrap him up. And Trey Gooden, boy. We had several kids that had definitely had the angle. He just ran right past.
Very similar to the play they ran on the left side to get the touchdown a while ago. It was just the right side was a short side of the field. Didn't have as much room to navigate, but no problem.
Yeah, back-to-back 65-yard touchdown pass the last drive, and this was 43-yard touchdown pass. And how quickly the things have changed because they are explosive. They're going to go for 2. They're in the wishbone to go for 2.
Yep. McCreary under center, and the handoff easy.
Yeah, he went in
2-point conversion.
That's number 4 for Taylor County.
That is Sean Mankin.
We look like we were not set, not ready to defend there.
That's exactly right. We good call on that one. We did not look like we were ready for that.
Now the Trojans down 2 touchdowns, 21-7. 1:02 to go here in the first half. Let's go down to Chad Withrow for McDonald's sideline report.
Boy, it's a shame the way this 2 minutes of the half is gone, because I really thought our kids competed and fought hard. Going down, 13-7 at half looks a lot better than 21-7. Just 2 big plays, speed, and you get out on the outside. We just can't. The first man gets there, but he's missing every time. And after that, they get a little steam going. We can't catch them. So I know it's got to be a very ending to the half.
Right.
This is Casey County had great balance too. They had a quarterback who could really throw, and receivers, and that big running back. But Taylor County is similarly very well balanced. This is probably I'd guess the second best quarterback. I think he's a better quarterback than Battle Memorial.
Yeah, no doubt.
And you add to that, they got quickness in the backfield and receivers. So this is not an easy team to defend. And you just look at their record, you can see that. And once they kind of get you spread out, they can make some plays.
I think they tried a squib kick, but it ended up more like an onside kick. Landon Key covered it for us
at the 40 or the 39-yard line.
We have 1 timeout left, 1:02 left in the half.
I mean, you got to try to be productive here. You can't just pack it in and go to the half, I don't think. So I don't think Taylor County will take off the second half and go into that wishbone primarily.
Taylor County does get the ball to start the second half.
Zach Johnson, and hands it off to Tanner Slagle. And a yard.
It was Minkin on the tackle.
On that one. 50 seconds, the clock running here in the second quarter. Key, Chelson on the near side, Miley, Withrow on the right. Slagle's in the backfield with Johnson.
Do have 1 timeout, but I don't think we'll.
They have 1 timeout as well, so I think this will be the last play.
And Johnson hands it off to Slagle. Slagle found a little hole there, trying to get to the outside. He'll take it up to about the 46-yard line. And not sure if we'll get another play in or not. 3rd and 3.
No, we're going to this rate. Yeah, we're going to the house.
So we'll let the clock run out, and the Trojans will be trailing here at halftime by a score of 21-7. Let's see if we can go down to Chad Withrow with Coach Jackson Arnett for his comments in the first half.
Coach, I thought your kid, the last two touchdowns there, but other than that, you played them right with them. You moved the ball very well on them, I thought.
Yeah, we've got to just keep going and keep sustaining drives. We're blocking well up front. Backs are running hard. We've hit a couple big plays. Kids are playing hard. We just got to tackle.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, there you go, 21-7. Coach's comments brought to you by McDonald's. 21 for Taylor County, 7 for Barren County. We'll come back with a halftime report in a moment. You're following Trojan football on 103.7 Nash Icon.
Trojan Thread School Spirit Store is the #1 place to find any and all things BCHS, with a wide selection of clothes including hoodies, t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, and polos, to everyday items including pens, pencils, notebooks, and stickers, to jewelry including earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and wristbands. So stop by the Trojan Thread Store any weekday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. or during any home varsity basketball game. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store, keeping Barren County in style.
Heading into the second year from an approximate 12-year hiatus, the Trojan Times has an all-new look and an all-new approach to bringing you BCHS happenings. We are an entirely student-based publication working more than ever this year to inform you with BCHS happenings. I'm Brennan Crane, Editor-in-Chief, and I can say that we are thrilled to showcase BCHS in a whole new way. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at BC Trojan Times. You won't want to miss this. Go BC!
Hi, everybody. I'm Jay Turner, voice of the Barren County Trojans, and I'm excited to host the first season of Trojan Talk on BCHS Live. Trojan Talk is where I get the opportunity to sit down and talk with Barren County coaches and players. I hope you'll join us on Trojan Talk at 6 p.m. every Thursday night, right here on BCHS Live, online on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, as well as local cable channels EPB 19 and SCRTC 97.
You're watching BCHS Live on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter. BCHS Live is a student-led live online video production program started in 2015 by 4 BCHS freshmen. The BCHS Live program is here to showcase everything going on at BCHS, from athletics to special events and opportunities to ceremonies and celebrations. The BCHS Live program is here to show everyone in our community what BCHS is all about, and with 3 major online outputs of our broadcasts, we truly live up to our motto: everything BCHS, anywhere you want it.
The Burgundy Media Network, or BMN for short, is a network of Barren County High School's 3 major media outlets: 88.7 FM, Trojan Radio, BCHS Live, and the Trojan Times school newspaper. As a whole, we are determined to provide you with BCHS news, sports, and interest like never before. Check out our weekly newscast broadcasted every Friday from within Barren County High School, or check out our website at barrenschools.com/BMN. From all of us to you, we thank you for your support of all things BCHS.
Did you know that Barren County sports teams only receive $250 in yearly funding? So how is each team able to function and stay updated with modern equipment and uniforms? Through the help of the Barren County Athletic Booster Club. The BCHS Athletic Booster Club is the #1 way to help contribute to the student athletes that give Barren County athletics the upbeat reputation it holds. You can help contribute to the student athletes of BCHS today by contacting the boosters on Facebook at facebook.com/BCHS Booster. Let the student athletes of tomorrow shine by donating to the BCHS Athletic Booster Club today.
Trojan Thread School Spirit.
Rushing, we had 19 carries for 95 yards. Passing, 6 of 9 for 95 yards. We had 6 first downs. Did not turn it over in the first half, and they only had 1 accepted penalty. That was a hold that nullified a first down there late in the second half. Leading the way rushing-wise, Tyler Bush has 7 carries for 70 yards. Zach Johnson has 6 for 25. Slagle 3 for 8. And Gavin Withrow also had a couple carries there in the first half. As far as receiving is concerned, Bush caught 2 balls for 2 yards. Spillman and Miley both caught 1 ball for 7 yards. Chelson caught 1 for 5, and Withrow had a 74-yard catch for the touchdown.
Pretty impressive for Taylor County. Their yards don't add up to their points, though. You would think after these stats they'd have more than 21. They rushed it 15 times for 145 yards. That's about 10 yards a pop. They were led on the ground by Wes Oliver. He carried it 5 for 45 and a touchdown. Through the air, Grant McQuarrie was 8 out of 10, 165, 2 touchdowns. Total yards, get this, 310 in the first half. They had 10 first downs. They had 2 turnovers, and they were penalized 5 times for 35 yards, and some of those penalties nullified some pretty big gains as well.
And that's a halftime report brought to you by Coca-Cola. Open a Coke and enjoy the game. Let's go to a Coca-Cola scoreboard now, and let's see what we got here. At halftime.
Store is the the #1 place to find any and all things BCHS. With a wide selection of clothes including hoodies, t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, and polos, to everyday items including pens, pencils, notebooks, and stickers, to jewelry including earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and wristbands. So stop by the Trojan Thread store any weekday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. or during any home varsity basketball game. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store, keeping Barren County in style.
Heading into the second year from an approximate 12-year hiatus, the Trojan Times has an all-new look and an all-new approach to bringing you BCHS happenings. We are an entirely student-based publication working more than ever this year to inform you with BCHS happenings. I'm Brennan Crane, Editor-in-Chief, and I can say that we are thrilled to showcase BCHS in a whole new way. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at BC Trojan Times. You won't want to miss this. Go BC!
Hi everybody, I'm Jay Turner, voice of the Barren County Trojans, and I'm excited to host the first season of Trojan Talk on BCHS Live. Trojan Talk is where I get the opportunity to sit down and talk with Barren County coaches and players. I hope you'll join us on Trojan Talk at 6 p.m. every Thursday night, right here on BCHS Live, online on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, as well as local cable channels EPB 19 and SCRTC 97.
You're watching BCHS Live on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter. BCHS Live is a student-led live online video production program started in 2015 by 4 BCHS freshmen. The BCHS Live program is here to showcase everything going on at BCHS, from athletics to special events and opportunities to ceremonies and celebrations. The BCHS Live program is here to show everyone in our community what BCHS is all about, and with 3 major online outputs of our broadcasts, we truly live up to our motto: everything BCHS, anywhere you want it.
The Burgundy Media Network, or BMN for short, is a network of Barren County High School's 3 major media outlets: 88.7 FM, Trojan Radio, BCHS Live, and the Trojan Times school newspaper. As a whole, we are determined to provide you with BCHS news, sports, and interest like never before. Check out our weekly newscast broadcasted every Friday from within Barren County High School, or check out our website at barrenschools.com/BMN. From all of us to you, we thank you for your support of all things BCHS.
Did you know that Barren County sports teams only receive $250 in yearly funding? So how is each team able to function and stay updated with modern equipment and uniforms? Through the help of the Barren County Athletic Booster Club. The BCHS Athletic Booster Club is the #1 way to help contribute to the student athletes that give Barren County athletics the upbeat reputation it holds. You can help contribute to the student athletes of BCHS today by contacting the boosters on Facebook at facebook.com/BCHSbooster. Let the student athletes of tomorrow shine by donating to the BCHS Athletic Booster Club today.
Trojan Thread School Spirit Store is the #1 place to find any and all things BCHS. With a wide selection of clothes including hoodies, t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, and polos, to everyday items including pens, pencils, notebooks, and stickers, to jewelry including earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and wristbands. So stop by the Trojan Thread store any weekday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. or during any home varsity basketball game. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store, keeping Barren County in style.
Heading into the second year from an approximate 12-year hiatus, the Trojan Times has an all-new look and an all-new approach to bringing you BCHS happenings. We are an entirely student-based publication working more than ever this year to inform you with BCHS happenings. I'm Brennan Crane, Editor-in-Chief, and I can say that we are thrilled to showcase BCHS in a whole new way. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at BC Trojan Times. You won't want to miss this. Go BC!
Hi everybody, I'm Jay Turner, voice of the Barren County Trojans, and I'm excited to host the first season of Trojan Talk on BCHS Live. Trojan Talk is where I get the opportunity to sit down and talk with Barren County coaches and players. I hope you'll join us on Trojan Talk at 6 p.m. every Thursday night, right here on BCHS Live, online on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, as well as local cable channels EPB 19 and SCRTC 97.
We made the long trip to Ballard Memorial in football, won 22-20. Cross country, the Greenwood Gator Invitational. Girls finished 11 out of 17. Chesney McPherson placed 30th. And in the boys, Trent Pennycraft was our best finisher. And at the volleyball invitational last Saturday, Barren County, our girls had a tough day. Lost to Clinton, lost to Lexington Sayre. That's a school up in Lexington, obviously. Sayre, private school, 25-17, 25-10. Lost to a private school in Louisville Brown, 25-16 and 25-18. It says Louisville Trinity. I think it's Whitesville Trinity.
Yeah.
Defeated the Trojanettes as well. And in middle school football, 8th grade district championship, Barren County 36, Allen County 22.
A lot of sports. Some of it winding down, though. Some of the, like volleyball and soccer. Of course, the district will be week after next.
Yeah, when you come back from fall break, you got the district tournament in
They started
soccer
on Monday, too, don't they?
Certainly do.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. 21-7 here at the break, and again, we'll be off next Friday night due to fall break, and we will not have a Trojan Talk coaches show either. That is normally on Thursday nights at 6 o'clock. Coach Jackson Arnett and myself discussing Barren County High football. And but when we do resume in a couple of weeks, you can follow it on BCHS Live, on EPB Channel 19, SERTC 97. And that's every Thursday night at 6 o'clock, but not next week.
South Warren is up 21-7 over Greenwood, I saw.
21-7.
And I believe I saw Franklin was all over Allen County. I thought I saw 41-7.
Really? Okay. Well, that's about all the scores I have from the Glasgow and the Monroe Metcalf games.
Caverna was way behind. I think it was 30-something to nothing. They were playing Bethlehem, is that right?
Yep. So we'll get some more final scores in later tonight on the Coca-Cola scoreboard. Again, no ball game next Friday night, but we'll be back here 2 weeks from tonight when the Trojans play host to the Clinton County Bulldogs. They're undefeated, playing at Lynn Camp tonight. So one of those two teams will get their first loss.
You think they'll be back from Lynn Camp?
Well, it's not really that far, is it? I mean, Barberville, Knox County.
That's London.
Well, I don't know how you get there from Albany. Go across.
I know
Daniel Boone National Forest.
I know here you get on the Parkway and you go to Columbia, then you go to Somerset, and you go to London.
Right, and then take 75 down.
That's correct. Now, I don't know if that's how they'll go.
They wouldn't go through Stearns or somewhere like that to get there?
No, I think they'll go up and get on the Parkway up in Russell County. You know, they play them in the basketball district. I'm sure that's a fairly quick way for them to go.
Yep. All right, we'll come back and get ready for the second half here as the Trojans trail Taylor County 21-7. You're following Barren County High football on 103.7 Nash Icon.
You're watching BCHS Live on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter. BCHS Live is a student-led live online video production program started in 2015 by 4 BCHS freshmen. The BCHS Live program is here to showcase everything going on at BCHS, from athletics to special events and opportunities to ceremonies and celebrations. The BCHS Live program is here to show everyone in our community what BCHS is all about, and with 3 major online outputs of our broadcasts, we truly live up to our motto, everything BCHS, anywhere you want it.
The Burgundy Media Network, or BMN for short, is a network of Barren County High School's 3 major media outlets, 88.7 FM, Trojan Radio, BCHS Live, and the Trojan Times school newspaper. As a whole, we are determined to provide you with BCHS news, sports, and interest like never before. Check out our weekly newscast broadcasted every Friday from within Barren County High School, or check out our website at barrenschools.com/BMN. From all of us to you, we thank you for your support of all things BCHS.
Did you know that Barren County sports teams only receive $250 in yearly funding? So how is each team able to function and stay updated with modern equipment and uniforms? Through the help of the Barren County Athletic Booster Club. The BCHS Athletic Booster Club is the #1 way to help contribute to the student athletes that give Barren County athletics the upbeat reputation it holds. You can help contribute to the student athletes of BCHS today by contacting the boosters on Facebook at facebook.com/BCHSbooster. Let the student athletes of tomorrow shine by donating to the BCHS Athletic Booster Club today.
Trojan Thread School Spirit Store is the #1 place to find any and all things BCHS, with a wide selection of clothes including hoodies, t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, and polos, to everyday items including pens, pencils, notebooks, and stickers, to jewelry including earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and wristbands. So stop by the Trojan Thread Store any weekday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. or during any home varsity basketball game. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store, keeping Barren County in style.
Heading into the second year from an approximate 12-year hiatus, the Trojan Times has an all-new look and an all-new approach to bringing you BCHS happenings. We are an entirely student-based publication working more than ever this year to inform you with BCHS happenings. I'm Brennan Crane, Editor-in-Chief, and I can say that we are thrilled to showcase BCHS in a whole new way. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at BC Trojan Times. You won't want to miss this. Go BC!
Hi everybody, I'm Jay Turner, voice of the Barren County Trojans, and I'm excited to host the first season of Trojan Talk on BCHS Live. Trojan Talk is where I get the opportunity to sit down and talk with Barren County coaches and players. I hope you'll join us on Trojan Talk at 6 p.m. every Thursday night, right here on BCHS Live, online on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, as well as local cable channels EPB 19 and SCRTC 97.
You're watching BCHS Live on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter. BCHS Live is a student-led live online video production program started in 2015 by 4 BCHS freshmen. The BCHS Live program is here to showcase everything going on at BCHS, from athletics to special events and opportunities to ceremonies and celebrations. The BCHS Live program is here to show everyone in our community what BCHS is all about, and with 3 major online outputs of our broadcasts, we truly live up to our motto, everything BCHS, anywhere you want it.
Nash Icon, WHHT FM, Cave City, Glasgow, and also on the internet at espnky.com, BCHS Live, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, South Central Cable Channel 19, also EPB Channel 19.
That's been
Got
impressive.
it all covered.
That's
they
impressive.
take our radio feed.
Kickoff for the
We got a lot of people listening and a lot of people watching and listening at the same time. Got Trey Gooden, and also number 12's back there for, that is Matt Oliver, maybe related to Wes Oliver. One's a sophomore, the other's a junior. Aiden Niken will kick off from the Trojan 40 as the Cardinals will be coming left to right here in the third quarter. And here's Niken's kick, and that one going pretty deep, back to about the 6-yard line, where it's fielded by Oliver. Oliver running upfield. He's got some speed, and he's trying to break it wide open. Finally tackled at about the 48-yard line.
Yeah, that kick was probably Niken's best kick of the year. Deep, all the way to the 5, but unfortunately we didn't do a very good job of containing that, and there was plenty of time to get down there. I guess you could say he outkicked our coverage, but that ball was high too. Yeah. He brought it all the way back to the 49.
9 seconds into the second half kickoff brought to you by Farmers RECC, the Jackie Browning Memorial second half kickoff. This third quarter of action sponsored by Southern States of Glasgow and Horse Cave. And we're going to have Gooden in the backfield. On the near side, the wideout spot is Burris. And then back in that wishbone. And finally taken down at the 48-yard line.
It was Sean Macon. Couldn't tell who that tackle was.
Looked like Shorter, yeah.
Schartzer on the stop. Second down and 7 for Taylor County.
They've gone back to the wishbone. I like them in the spread.
As they move out Burris, the wide receiver, to the left side. And McCreary going to hand it off, and it is Oliver breaking to the left side. He'll get to the 30, now the 25, to the 20, down to the 15. Breaking tackles left and right, and finally tackled out of bounds right around the 4-yard line.
Giving 44 on a real innocent handoff. That was out of the wishbone. They did a pretty good job of ball faking, but man, does Oliver hit the hole. He is. You know, there's difference between being fast and quick. He's got both.
Yeah.
44. That gives him 90. It gives him 89 for the game.
And he's not very big. He's 5'9", 155.
Not a whole lot of teams run a spread and a wishbone.
Nope, not at all.
Receiver out to the left, back to the wishbone again. McCreary, first and goal at the 4. And the handoff going right up the middle. And that's the big guy.
Yeah, it's
number
Parker.
40.
Yeah, there's no
Logan
way,
Parker.
There's no way to stop him, but
they didn't give it to him though.
No, he's at the 1-inch line.
Yeah, I thought he went in. I thought one leg went in, but stopped right at the end line.
280 pounds. Good
Hard
luck.
to stop.
Good luck on stopping that one.
From about the 1-inch line here.
This will be I would think, a handoff to the fullback,
He's
or
back
just
there in that wishbone again.
A quarterback sneak. He's inches away.
Yeah. McCreary. And he'll hand it off, and going in, that is number 21, Trey Gooden, for the TD. That will put him up 27-7.
Yeah, give him 1 yard carry there. And
Trey Gooden's second touchdown of the night.
That's 3 straight drives for Taylor County that they scored on. 3 consecutive drives, all within probably 4 minutes of each other. Take away the halftime, and they're going to go for
2.
Guess they didn't like that last snap.
McCreary pitches it out. They dropped it, and it's loose. Picked back up, and they're not going to make it in, as the big guy, Logan Parker, is stopped at about the 2.
I haven't seen that very often. That was a toss sweep out of the wishbone, and when he tossed it to his halfback, he hit the fullback, and the ball just went to the ground. That was not executed real well.
So it stays 27-7 in favor of Taylor County here with 10:28 to play in the third quarter. And another score update on the Coca-Cola scoreboard. Glasgow now leads Greene County 47-0.
Not unexpected.
At the end of the third quarter. So Trey Gooden with 2 touchdowns. One was a 43-yarder. And it's going to be number 42, Jackson Grimsley, to kick off for the Cardinals from his own 40-yard line. And Jamarcus Miley, along with Tyler Bush, back to receive it for the Trojans. Jackson Grimsley kicks this one. End over end, coming to the near side of the field. Miley fields it at the 10, trying to get to the 15, scrambling. Now will be out of bounds around the 18 or 19-yard line.
I've not called Miley's name a lot tonight. He's been one of our better weapons this year. I've not I don't think he's caught a pass. He's caught one pass. Okay.
And 1 7-yard catch over the middle.
Okay. This is probably the first team that has as much speed as he does.
Yep, Miley is a 5'11" sophomore. Trojans will start this drive at their own 19-yard line.
I think it's fair to say that the momentum is all with the Cardinals.
Yep. Barren did tie the game at 7 apiece with 3.5 minutes to go in the half. 2 receivers each way for the Trojans. And Johnson.
Whew. That's Mankin on the tackle.
Taken down hard about the 19, maybe a loss of a half yard or so.
Yeah, it was just that quarterback run, draw out of the shotgun, and no goal.
2nd and 10 for Barren. 2 minutes gone here in the third. Got Johnson, Bush to his left.
Talk about a new school. You know, we drove by last week. We drove by McCracken County. Beautiful school. Taylor County's got a nice one as well.
I haven't been by the new Taylor County High School.
Pretty nice.
Johnson scrambling in. Boy, they come after him quickly.
That was the same call and same result. That was quarterback draw, and that was Mankin again, and that was a loss of about 2 on the play. So 3rd and 12 on the play. Who's the most famous J alumni athletically from Taylor County?
Clem Haskins.
Very good. Very good. Give you that one.
Clem Haskins.
And his daughter was pretty good, too.
Clemette.
But she didn't play at Taylor County.
No, she did not.
She played at Warren Central.
That's right. They won the state tournament in '83. Johnson rolling out right, looking. Fires a pass. It's complete to Caleb Spillman at about the 25-yard line. Make up some yardage, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, it's Caleb's 2nd catch of the night. Similar to the last one, except his last one was a diving catch at the sticks. Give him 7. It's going to force us into a punting situation.
Pick up of about 7 on that play.
Zach Johnson back to punt.
Punt for the Trojans, number 6.
And for Taylor County, it's Trey Gooden. Stands back at the 45. Good punt.
Good kick.
Yeah. Gooden had it at the 40.
Uh-oh.
And now 45, 50, 45.
That's going to be an illegal block right there.
Jumped over a tackler.
And it's going to be 2 flags.
Yeah, that flag will come down.
They're both for the same thing.
Yeah.
Easton got blindsided.
Got a blindside block on Easton, and it's either a personal foul or a clip. In the NFL, it's just a personal. It's a defensive player. But they got 2 flags. That one flag was at the 48, and the other one was on down at the 38. I think both are on the Cardinals. Easton is fine. He's up.
Yeah.
I would still be laying there.
Probably all 3 of us.
Have we kept up with his tackles?
I have, but I've kind of lost track a little bit. I had him at 6 at one time in the first half. He's probably got a couple more.
At 15 last week.
But you have to understand, they scored 2 on big, long pass plays, so there wasn't any tackles. What was that signal?
I don't know what that second one was.
Illegal block in the back was one, and it looked like a delay of game signal. But you ever seen that one?
Have to search the paper for that one.
What?
Yeah, he jumped over a.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That was right here on the 40 on the near sideline.
Well, that was a big block. Got another trivia question about Taylor County, Jay.
I don't know if I can get them all.
All right. Growing up, they had a huge manufacturing plant in Taylor County that had about 2,000 or 3,000 people that worked there. Can you name that manufacturing plant that is now closed?
Batesville Casket Company.
No, I was there too. Fruit of the Loom.
Fruit of the Loom, yeah, okay. Well, they got Amazon up there now.
That replaced it.
Yeah. Coming to the near side.
Oh, there's a hole.
Yep, Taylor County in out of bounds.
And
that's around the.
They didn't get the hold, but they got us as a late hit out of bounds, probably.
Easton Fraser made the tackle, but they clearly missed the hold, and they dropped a flag right on the Taylor County sideline where the tackle was made. It did not look like a late hit. But that's what they're going to call. They're going to call targeting, hit with the helmet.
Personal foul against Barren County.
That'll move the ball down after it was moved back.
Yeah, head-to-head contact they're calling.
So that puts it down at the Trojan 44-yard line. 8:32 to go here in the third quarter. Taylor County 27, Barren County 7. Taylor County is going to spread it out. 2 receivers each way. Out of the gun, McCreary throws it to the left side. He threw that one way over the head of
that ball slipped.
Oliver.
Yeah, it slipped out of his hand. He has been extremely accurate that time, and he just floated that about 10 yards over the receiver's head. It's his first incomplete pass of this half. He was 8 out of 10 for 165 in the first half, 2 touchdowns.
Second down and 10 for the Cardinals. And go back to the spread again with 2 receivers on both sides. And they've got a new running back there with McCreary. They hand it off, though, to Oliver coming from the near side, and he's breaking off to the left side and cutting back in the middle, scrambling now, running all over the place.
There he comes back this
35, and tackle made by Tyler Bush at about the 33-yard line.
He reminds me about 15 years ago, who was the back for East, the Britt kid? Remember here? Was it Jeremy Britt or one of the Britt kids? I mean, he's that kind of low to the ground. He'll change direction, go one way, come back the other one. Give him 12.
Got a first down.
He ran about 40 and picked up about 12 that time.
Their quarterback went to the sideline limping a little bit. It looks like he's not in there right now.
No, they're in a Wildcat right now.
Yeah, they're going to straight direction to Gooden and hand off to 22. Boy, he's got some speed too. Taking it down inside the 15, down to the 14.
He's got some speed, and the back umpire's got a great arm.
That's Tanner Wright, 5'8", 165 freshman, running the football.
That's coming back. That's another penalty.
Another 20 yards or so. They nullified. This one's downfield a little bit, though.
Yeah, instead of a 15-yard gain, it's going to end up being first and 9.
That'll bring it back to the 31.
Some people say that he may look a little bit like Kellen Smith. Remember him? Barren County?
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Very, very shifty and quick.
All right, here we go with Gooden. But it's going to come straight. And wow, what speed. 20, 15, 10, all the way down to the 6.
Give him 26, and you're right. Gooden's got a gear that not a lot of people have gears. And that was a tackle. Was that Landon Neal or Tanner Slagle? Again,
that's a number.
That 8-0 is hard to tell the difference.
So the ball at the 8, first and goal.
14 first downs for Taylor. And they are approaching over 400 total yards.
And man in motion left. They fake the handoff coming to the right. And that is Tanner Wright, and he'll take it in for the touchdown. 8 yards out. 7:13 to go.
Pretty impressive right there. I tell you what, they have 4 straight possessions, 4 straight scores.
So Tanner Wright on an 8-yard run to give Taylor County a 33-7 lead.
And they're going for 2 again.
Yep.
They missed that one extra point. I think it made them mad. They've not gone.
They've missed a couple.
They've only missed one kick. They haven't tried another kick since.
And there's a Gooden back there again with Tanner Wright to his right. Snap comes to Gooden. Gooden now looking, throws it in the end zone.
Another flag.
And a flag back at the 14-yard line.
That was
illegal procedure against Taylor County.
Procedure against Taylor County.
That is their 8th penalty.
Another alignment issue. That'll back them up 5 and make them retry.
There is a little powwow between the two referees.
I guess there's a chance it just nullifies the try, right?
Or he's going to waive the penalty.
It looks like he may do it. Yep.
They just waived the penalty and give him 2.
So the 2-point conversion is good.
Waive off that penalty, the 2-point conversion.
And that was Gooden on the 2-point conversion.
The catch was by Cossin.
So Cossin made the catch from Gooden. Okay. And now 35-7 in favor of the Cardinals.
28 straight points.
Yep. Let's go down to Chad Withrow for McDonald's Sideline Report. Chad?
Well, you know, it's kind of the same song and dance, just speed, speed, speed. They're not very big up front. They're not, you know, we're there, but they just simply run by us, and I know that's frustrating for the players.
Right.
And the coach. I mean, as if we've been right there and just by us.
Yep, it is lots of speed. That's all you can say.
Still got a long time to go. It's been a slow quarter.
Yeah, we're not even halfway through it. Here's Jackson Grimsley's kick, kind of wobbly. Going to be fielded by Miley at a 16-yard line, and he's going to be tackled at the 24 here on the near sideline.
Number 85, Miley on the carry, tackle made by number 6.
It's about an 8-yard kickoff return for Jamarcus Miley.
This will be the Trojans' second possession of the second half. Went 3 and out the first time.
Yeah, not a ton of energy right now. Easton Frazier still clapping. Now that guy's got some energy.
Yep.
Of course, you need to make some positive plays right now. It's been all Taylor County these last 5 or 6 minutes.
Trojans with 2 wide receivers right, one on the near side, and it is Withrow.
That's a way to do it.
Getting some yardage, and he'll get a first down, a Citizens' first down, as he runs it all the way out to the 38, maybe the 39-yard line.
That was the play that was so effective last week out of the eye. That was a toss sweep that we wore Ballard Memorial out on those sweeps last week.
Giving 14 and a first down.
Coca-Cola scoreboard update after 3, Monroe County 27, Metcalfe County nothing.
Well, looks like Monroe's going to get their second win.
Mm-hmm. And the handoff coming to Bush. He slips and goes down.
Yeah, that's that little soft turf right there, all their rain. And we're going to have a late penalty. We got that penalty's 25 yards down the field. That's at the
50-yard line.
That's way off our screen to see what's going on.
We did have an offensive lineman out there blocking way down the field. It's going to be a personal foul on somebody. It could be on both teams.
Here comes the call.
Yep, the old offsetting.
Dead ball, personal foul on both.
Personal fouls against both teams.
It should be second down because it's after the play.
Offsetting penalties.
Loss of 2 on the play, so second and 12.
I think that'll be
Loss of 2 on that play.
another penalty on our sideline this time.
So the Trojans will have it at the 35-yard line. Second down, 12 for Barren County. 6:40 to go here in the third. Trojans trailing 35-7 to the number 3 team in Class 4A. Withrow and Spillman out to the right. And here's the pitch over to the right side to Bush. Breaks a couple of tacklers and another one. And it takes about 3 or 4 to bring him down. Back to the line of scrimmage at the 35-yard line.
That was
no gain.
Yeah, that was a toss sweep to the right that was defended pretty well that time at Taylor County.
Glasgow defeats Greene County tonight 47-0.
Once that running clock kicks in, the game gets over quick.
Yeah.
That's why I was surprised by the Bowling Green score last night, 68-0 in Grayson. Grayson's been really good this year, but it's hard to beat somebody that much with the running clock now.
3rd and 12 for the Trojans. 2 receivers here on the near side, 1 out to the right. And here's Johnson. Pass completed to Withrow, but going nowhere. Oh, that should be a flag on that play. They just picked him up and threw him down.
Yeah, it was way after the play, but no call. I'm a little surprised because they have. Well, there's going to be a penalty on our sideline that time. It's either sideline warning or an unsportsmanlike, one of the two.
We just got our sideline warning, so that one will have to be a penalty.
Yeah, I thought that was probably deserving of something. Dead ball, unsportsmanlike on Barren. Yeah, it's going to be on the sideline right there. I think Coach Jackson wanted a personal foul, and I think he was probably correct.
Yep.
So that's going to be 4th and close to 30. Tough place to punt from, too.
Maybe it wasn't as bad looking back.
He didn't spike him, but he didn't spike him, but he did lift him up, and
right.
And
he could have definitely let him go.
Yeah.
So Zach Johnson's going to have to punt it from about the 5-yard line. Trey Gooden for Taylor County, back of the 48. And that snap was low, and it bounced right to Johnson. Kicks that one off to the right. Takes some good bounces, rolls, and will stay in bounds at the 45-yard line.
That's a good play by Zach Johnson, catching that snap that was low and bouncing to him. Did a good job of catching it and then getting rid of it.
This has been a long third quarter.
Yes, it has, and it's penalties mainly because there has not really been any incomplete passes. It's just been penalties, and kind of the enforcement of the penalty takes this crew a little bit longer. Am I fair with that?
Yep.
And now Jackson is having another discussion over there with the officials. Okay, let's get going here.
Taylor County has it at the Barren 45.
And McQuarrie, their quarterback, is still not back in the game.
It's Gooden. Gooden now scrambling. 50, 45, got some speed, 40, 35, 30, running to the far side of the field now. 20, 15, 10, 5, tackled right around the 1.
Right around the 1. Pick up a 44. That was just all scramble. Landon Neal made the touchdown saving tackle, but that was out of the shotgun. That was designed to be a pass, but he kind of looked like Michael Vick that time. He just took it, or Terry Wilson Jr. from Kentucky right now, or Lamar Jackson. I mean, he just took it and just explosive play by Gooden. He's got 97 yards on the ground.
And the snap will come to Gooden. He's going to hand it off, and a tackle made.
That's Coulter there. Good job that
Eric
time.
Coulter.
They needed 1 yard to gain, and that was a 6-yard loss that time by Coulter on their good back, Wes Oliver.
Yeah. So now 2nd and goal from the 7.
We just sold out and just blitzed them that time in the shotgun. That's why I'm not a big fan of the shotgun from the 1 yard line.
They'll get lined up. Tanner Wright to the left of Gooden. Gooden takes a snap. And he's going to be tackled.
Austin.
How about Mr. Easton Frazier?
Yeah, that's a loss of another 8 that time. They're going backwards. We're just not worrying about the throw, and we shouldn't worry about the throw since our quarterback's not in. And we're just blitzing everybody.
Right. So it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 13.
That's back-to-back losses of 13 on the play. 12 and a half at least.
Yeah.
And they may can throw, but like I said, they have not thrown the ball since the quarterback has been switched.
Snap comes to Gooden. Now he's looking. Throws, and
it may have been intercepted by us.
I think it was maybe Jackson Coots or
no, they caught it.
They did catch it.
Yeah, number 1. Right. And again, we're pinned right behind somebody standing there.
Couldn't see.
But it's number 1 caught it right at the goal line, so they got all their yards back.
That was Gabe Burris.
Okay, so it's going to be 4th and goal from almost the 2. And they're putting their McQuarrie back in at quarterback.
It's like he's limping a little bit. They're going to have a receiver out to the left side. That's Cameron Cossett.
And they're back in the wishbone.
Yep. And let's see what McCreary does. He's going to give it to the big guy, Logan Parker. Touchdown for Taylor County.
Evidently, they cannot run the wishbone or haven't practiced the wishbone except when McQuarrie is quarterbacking, because I think they put him in just to hand off, just to go back to that formation.
Right. So now it is 41-7, Taylor County. 2:52 to go in the 3rd period. And it appears they're going to go for 2.
Well, 2 will get the running clock going. It's 34 right now.
And they'll set in the wishbone. And it's McCreary. He'll hand it off. That's Oliver. And he'll take it in.
2-point conversion.
So Wes
County is good.
Oliver, 2-point conversion, will now give the Cardinals a 43-7 lead, and that's a 36-point difference.
Well, we competed real well with them for most of the game. And then Taylor County has really kicked it in about late second all through this quarter. They look like a really, really good football team.
Right. 1 minute to go in the half, they went up 21-7.
Yeah. We actually had tied the game at 7-7, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
Then they went back-to-back big
and that
long
was
touchdown
3.5 minutes to go in the second quarter, tied it at 7.
Set to kick off for Taylor County, number 42, Jackson Grimsley.
Jackson Grimsley, kicker for Taylor County. Jamarcus Miley, Tyler Bush back for the Trojans. .252 left in the 3rd. And now we'll be into a running clock the rest of the way. And this kick coming back to Miley at the 15, runs it to the 20, now to the 25, scrambling, gets to the 30, and just spun and slung down at the 30-yard line.
Miley on the return, tackle made by number 22, Tanner Wright.
And this game should not last long now, because as we mentioned, once that clock starts, automatic running clock, outside of touchdowns and timeouts and quarter breaks.
So they spotted at the 31. Yeah. And we're going to get here on the near side, Caleb Spillman and Gavin Withrow, 2 receivers out to the right. And it's Johnson handing off to Tyler Bush. Bush breaks away and Tries to go forward up to the 34-yard line. Gain of 3.
Bush on the carry, tackle made by number 23, Connor Roney. Pick up about 3.
So second down and 7 for the Trojans. A minute and a half to go here in the third quarter. We'll get trips to the right, and got Aiden Nyken, the wide receiver spot here on the near side. Play clock down at 10. Bush to the left of Johnson. And there's Johnson. He'll throw across the middle. Pass is complete to Gavin Withrow. Boy, he was in a crowd, too. See if he got the first down. Looked like he did.
Yeah, it was a good throw and good catch that time by Gavin.
Gain of 8.
Which Gavin scored on the 74-yard touchdown pass.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Similar to that.
Very similar. Opposite side of the field, but same setup.
Move the ball to the 42-yard line.
Our second first down of the half. We got to keep moving it here.
Yep. Nyken's on the left. 2 receivers to the right. Johnson hands it off to Withrow again. Boy, they stop him at the 40-yard line. It's going to be a loss of about 2.
Yeah, that's Mankin. It's either Mankin or Parker that can really, really hit you.
Well, I mean, Parker's a big guy. He's like 285.
That'll be the last play of the quarter.
That was it for the third. So after 3, it is Taylor County 43, Barren County 7. We'll return with the fourth and final quarter after this break. You're following Trojan football on 103.7 Nash Icon.
Hey, Steve. Pregame Media Network, or BMN for short, is a network of Barren County High School's 3 major media outlets: 88.7 FM, Trojan Radio, BCHS Live, and the Trojan Times school newspaper. As a whole, we are determined to provide you with BCHS news, sports, and interest like never before. Check out our weekly newscast broadcasted every Friday from within Barren County High School, or check out our website at barrenschools.com/BMN. From all of us to you, we thank you for your support of all things BCHS.
Did you know that Barren County sports teams only receive $250?
Back at Trojan Field, Jay Turner, John Butler, Robert Bauer, and sideline reporter Chad Withrow. The Trojans trailing 43-7 as we start the fourth quarter. Sponsored by Southern States of Glasgow and Horse Cave. Trojans moving left to right here in the final quarter. Pass comes, it's completed here on the near side, and Tyler Bush will be down at the 40-yard line. Be a gain of, let's see, when are they going to mark that?
Going to
be at the 40.
Yeah, it's going to be about 3rd and 12.
Taylor County has scored 36 straight on the Trojans since the game was tied with 3:37 left in the half. Johnson throws, pass, dropped at the 45-yard line. Intended for Gavin Withrow.
Withrow is incomplete. Going to bring up fourth down.
I think we'll go for it here. 4th and 12, down 36. Nope, we're going to kick it.
Clock will run now. So this fourth quarter will not take very long as we head toward 9 o'clock. Zach Johnson back to punt. And that's Gooden at the 35 to receive it high. And that one's going to be blocked.
Yep, sure was.
And Taylor County has it at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, it's blocked by number 5 for Taylor County. That's Jack Heron. Got that blocked. I know that snap surprised Zach because generally the trouble snaps have been bouncing back there, and that ball was high. He had to go up and get it.
Just haven't been able to produce in the second half like we had in the first. Just about 25 yards of total offense compared to 190 in the first half.
I would expect Taylor County to have a lot of new kids out there. I don't know really what the advantage not to. Well, they're sending big number 40 back in there.
That's Logan Parker.
I have to take a timeout. They're a little unorganized, so you would think they'd have some new kids out there.
They don't. They got Wes Oliver out there. They got Mankin out there.
We'll take a People's Bank timeout. Take time out of your day and join the People's Bank at their new locations, 1300 West Main Street in Glasgow. We'll be off next Friday night. 2 weeks from tonight, we'll host the Clinton County Bulldogs. First time ever in football.
The Dogs. Undefeated Dogs.
And they're playing Lynn Camp tonight at Lynn Camp.
What is the nickname for Lynn Camp?
The mascot?
Yeah.
The Campers.
I can promise you it's not the Campers. It's probably the Miners or a cat. Some type of cat, probably.
Look it up.
Well,
Robert's over there looking it up right now.
It's just the Wildcats.
I told you it's a cat. Wildcat. Lynn Camp Wildcats.
Clinton County doesn't have the most daunting schedule coming up.
Well, they got Berea coming up next, don't they?
Yeah,
after this week. So they play next week. And not much there. They got to about the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of
12 on the carry. Frazier got the tackle, I think. That was Oliver again, Matthew Oliver.
Matt Oliver on the carry. 9:25 left here in the game. 43-7 Taylor County. They're going to go to 5-1 of the year.
Good football team.
Only loss coming to Campbellsville, 40-20. They've shut out 3 opponents.
They got a new quarterback. 14 is in the game.
14 is Ethan Coghill.
That was Easton Frazier making a good tackle that time on their good back, Wes Oliver. Again, I don't really know why you'd be playing these. If you're 5-1, I don't know why you're playing these good backs this late in the game.
So 3rd and 4 at the Barren 28.
I can't think of anything good that could really happen.
They're in the wishbone. And Coghill's a quarterback.
It's a big 40.
Yeah, that's Logan Parker. They still got him in the game.
And that was
Frazier and
78 for the Trojans.
Tackle made by number 78, Cody
78's Cody Rogers.
Yeah, he hasn't played a lot of defense.
In the tackle spot.
4th down 1 for Taylor County. 8:10 to play. We go back to the wishbone. Coghill under center, and he handed it off to Gooden. He's taking it right down the middle of the field.
Touchdown.
Tackled.
Or he fumbled in the end zone.
They're going to give it to us. Yep, sure are. That was Tanner Slagle that picked it up, and that's awful close to the ground causing the fumble, but they didn't give us one earlier, so that one we'll take.
That's right on the line.
25 yards, and that's happened twice this year. It happened against Greenwood, too.
Yep.
Where Greenwood was going in and to score, and I think Gooden thinks he scored. He's coming off with his hands up like a score, but the officials are going, nope.
Nope.
That might be karma for having your
starters in.
Yeah.
That puts him over 100, though. 115. Can't tell who made that tackle. Could you, Robert?
No, it's pretty congested down there, even on a replay.
Lincoln County beats LaRue County tonight, 14-13.
The Patriots, I believe, of Lincoln County.
Showing the replay now.
I think it was Coots on the tackle.
Coots and Frazier was there too. That's right.
And then
there's a pass.
Slagle got it.
Intended. It's trying to see who that is.
Number 6, Johnson's pass intended to number 10, Drew Fisher's incomplete.
Number 10 for the Trojans, Drew Fisher.
New number for us.
A 5'3" freshman.
We don't have a lot of new numbers out there. That might be the only new one I see.
Yeah, I don't. Is that the only one out there?
Only new number I see, yes, Jay.
Got Spillman and Chelson here on the near side. And Johnson. Nice run coming up the middle. He goes forward and tackled about the 34-yard line.
Give him 12 and a first down.
Good for a Citizens first down for Zach Johnson.
That play resulted in another Barren County first down.
Even though you got 6 minutes left, you really don't have that many plays.
No, not with the running clock.
What do you average? A play every 45 seconds or so?
I think that's fair.
2 receivers on the near side, one split out to the left. Johnson, and he's going to keep it. Be tackled about the 35.
Ran into his own guy, slowed him up, still got 3.
Number 6, Johnson on the carry. Tackle made by number
So it'll be second down and 7.
Pick up of about 3 on that play. It'll be second down, 7 to go.
5:40 left to go here in the game. Two receivers on the near side again. Miley out left. He'll put it in the air.
Got it.
And he caught it. 40,
Touchdown.
30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Barren County.
Give him 64 right there. That's just a play-action pass, fake run, and hit Miley on the go route that time for a touchdown. Nice throw that time by Zach, and Miley was, 10 yards past his defender?
Well past him, yes.
So
it's a good play. Miley's had single coverage a lot of the night. We haven't tested that coverage.
they'll give the Trojans their second touchdown of the night, 43-13. 4:50 left in the game. That was 64 yards, right?
Yes, sir.
Trojans will go for 2. Miley's out to the left. Trips on the near side. And here's Johnson. Going to throw in the end zone, right at the back of it to Chelson for the 2-point conversion.
2-point conversion for Barren County.
Nice little touch pass that time. Had to put a little touch on it, and another good catch for Karsten Chelson.
43-15.
That was 2 pretty good back-to-back passes.
Yes.
Johnson put the ball right on Miley's stride, and then that touch pass there.
I think Karsten Chelson has to be one of the more productive players we have. When he catches it, it's generally for a 2-point conversion or a touchdown or a big first down.
Yeah, it's a big play.
He does, and he's very reliable. Of course, next year we'll have 2 good tight ends receivers. With Murphy will be back next year.
Right.
Corbin Murphy.
Right. Of course, we've got 2 or 3 other guys that are out with injuries. But a lot of players return next year.
Number 21, Trey Gooden.
I think we're missing a player.
Aiden Nyken will kick off from the 40. And this one's coming to the left side of the field. Takes a high bounce and goes out of bounds. Monroe County beats Metcalfe County tonight 33-6.
Okay.
So Monroe gets their second win of the year.
Anybody see the Allen County final?
Yeah.
I mean, Franklin was way over, was all over them, weren't they?
It's got to be close. It was into the third quarter about 30 minutes ago. South Warren beat Greenwood 55-7. That's a final now.
That tells you how dominant South Warren was, because I didn't think Greenwood was that bad. I thought they had some pretty good athletes. They were a little kind of questioning their quarterback play a little bit, the young quarterback.
We'll get a timeout here called by Taylor County.
They have finally made some offensive substitutions.
2:12 left in the game. 43-15 Cardinals.
54-14.
Franklin over Allen.
Final.
Okay.
54-14.
St. X is up over Trinity.
That's a score we've been waiting to hear tonight.
They'll win that game 21-7. Well, I'll say that, but there's still 5 minutes remaining.
It's a big win for Coach Wallace. If they can hang on and beat Trinity, that makes up for those first 2 losses in the eyes of the St. X alumni.
Even though Trinity's what? Have they won a game?
Yeah, they won last week.
So they're 1-6, 1-7.
I guarantee you they'll be
hands
deep.
Off. Runner making it up to the 38-yard line.
But their losses have been to nationally ranked teams. Too,
yeah, there's Tanner Wright on the carry.
Easton Frazier.
And a male.
Pick up about 3 on that play. It'll be 2nd down, 7 to go.
Easton Frazier still making tackles out there with 1:47 left in the game.
About 3 plays left, if that.
Second and 7. And it is Cockhill keeping it. And he's still getting some yardage down to the Trojan 45-yard line. Ethan Cockhill.
Pick up a 17 on the play.
Number 14, Coghill on the carry. Tackle made by number 28, Landon Deal.
I've got them with 5, 10, 13, 17 first downs. 2 plays left. 1 minute left in the game.
Coghill for Taylor County. Hands it off to number 31 for the Cardinals. That is Gabe Wooden.
Cody Rogers on the tackle.
Gabe Wooden on the carry.
And 40 seconds left in the game.
Give him 11 on the play.
Rogers, that play resulted in a Cardinal first down.
And this, it doesn't, they don't have to run a play, actually. I think they're going to. But they don't have to.
No,
I'll announce it.
Matt do it right there.
Yeah, that's going to take it. And that will be it. And Taylor County will win 43-15 over Barren County tonight. We'll come back with a post-game report in a moment. Brought to you by Zaxby's. You're following the Trojans on 103.7 Nash Icon.